All right, guys, कैसे हो सब लोग? Welcome back to the stream. बहुत तगड़ा गेम है हमारे पास यहाँ पे. AC Milan up against Inter Milan, the Coppa Italia semi-final first legs. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. How is everyone? Bhai Charles bhai. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm over here, and there is also a special guest coming for this whole watch along. We have invited Kush from दी मिलान कॉर्नर भाई. कैसे हो सब लोग? ओजस भाई हाय, प्रज्वल भाई हाय, फैग भाई हाय, and Mayank bhai, hi, I'm over here. Mohammad Bilal bhai, hi, I'm over here. Thank you so much for asking. I'm good. I'm really good. How are you guys? Nikhil bhai, great to have you here. We're gonna watch this game, AC Milan versus Inter Milan. Such a great game. And my friend Kush is also over here. I think so. Let's add him over here. Hi, Kush.
What's up, man? How are you?
I'm great. I'm great. Great to see you here on the channel again. It's been long,
Absolutely,
but
man.
it's exciting to have you on our stream.
Yes. I forgot about Indian Standard Time. मैं तो 5-10 minutes से wait कर रहा हूँ. Then I remembered how things kind of function there. So, and also, first of all, before anything, congratulations on growing your channel to what it's become. Last time I was here, you guys had 25,000 maybe subscribers, barely. And somehow you've tripled it while I was gone for 3 months on vacation. बार्सिलोना किधर जा रहा है और तुम किधर जा रहे हो अच्छा लगा देख के.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, bhai. Yaar, matlab, yeah, we have been working as you know, and it is only because of these wonderful lads who have joined us for the stream. Nothing can be possible without these guys. They have shown that support. They have always wanted us more videos, more streams. So we have been providing that, and thank you so much for your wishes, bhai. So, guys, as you can see, Kush is over here. Kush, just tell the viewers something about you, where you live, what you do, just to break the ice over here so that people would know.
Yeah,
So,
live I keep a little bit under the wraps, a little secretive. But I am somewhere in Canada. Just but मेरे ट्विटर पे लिखा है टोरंटो में बैठा हूँ, पर मैं उसके आसपास थोड़ी सीक्रेसी रखता हूँ कहाँ पे. Uh, and I've been covering like AC Milan. I've been a fan for over a decade. I started making YouTube videos, just like kind of like you. And yeah, man, I pretty much cover all things to do with AC Milan. My channel hasn't caught fire like yours has, but we're also working on it. So if your viewers are interested in anything Milan, go take a look. I give my 4 takeaways after every match. I make my lineups and give my previews, and sometimes I go live. But that picture you have behind you, Caparo, 22-7 and 99. That's
yeah,
I've been covering them since those days.
exactly. So, guys, you just saw Kush Bhai ne bataya what he does, where he belongs, and we all love the work that Kush is doing. We found his channel, I think, like 3-4 months back, and I was really intrigued. We have found an AC Milan fan, so we wanted to do a quick chat about AC Milan. So that's how we got together. And Abhi, after a long time, we are over here again. Thank you so much, Kush, for being on a channel for this big game. And we're gonna have Kush throughout the watch along, guys. So, जो भी आप लोग के question है regarding AC Milan, regarding Inter or whatever the thing is, you can ask Kush bhai over here. And people have joined in. Lakpalama, welcome on the stream, mere bhai. Thank you, everyone. And guys, please don't spam. Our moderators are very, very strict over here. So if you will spam, remember that's the end of you. So thank you so much, Mahim bhai. Okay, guys, let me tell you this. मैंने check किया टीवी पे, Indian and इधर Asian टीवी पे. I think there is no telecast for this. Gosh, that is really, really problematic. We don't have got a telecast for such a big game in India, man.
Yeah,
So
usually, honestly, FIGC, the Italian Football Federation, वो हमारे इंडिया वाले फेडरेशन से भी कई एक दो स्टेप नीचे चलते हैं वैसे. Even till like when it comes to actual Serie A games, it was not till the last day that they even sold rights for the entire Serie A season in North
wow,
America. We didn't know till the last day where we're going to be watching Serie A.
wow.
So अभी अब semi-final, it's a big derby game, but no one got the rights. मुझे देखेगा मैं commentary दे सकता हूँ, पर मेरी इतनी की effective है.
Yeah, man, seriously. And yeah, मैंने check किया यहाँ पे 10 sports and other channels पे you get to see the FA Cup ties and everything, but there's no telecast for such a big derby, man. Okay. Shamik bhai, yeah, great to have you here, Shamik
Thank you,
bhai.
Shamek. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, there's a question. Aditya is asking, Kush,
How
how
long?
long has Kush by supporting AC Milan?
आदित्य फोटो बदलने का टाइम आ गया पीएसजी की शर्ट पहन ली उसने सपोर्टिंग एसी मिलान अब तो आई बीन सपोर्टिंग एसी मिलान फॉर मे बी 15 years you know when I was in a big fan during like high school days um, when Kaka was there, Maldini was there, all the big guys. But I don't go back as far back as you know the early days of like Franco Baresi during the 90s and all that. No, but 2006 onwards, I would say I've been a Milan supporter. I have a bunch of content on my channel about my team of the decade, all of that stuff. So you can actually kind of gauge, you know, the best Milan jerseys, which ones are the best ones. I kind of rank all that stuff there. So you guys can feel free to check it out after the game.
Definitely, definitely, guys. Do check out the channel, the Milan Corner. जो भी यहाँ पे fan है of AC Milan and they want to get in-depth analysis about AC Milan, so you can definitely check out Kush channel. And just a couple of minutes, I'll be setting up my stream. जो लोग पूछे मैच कहाँ देखना है, guys, let me help you over here. I'll be watching this game on epicsports.me. साथ ही साथ you can check it on VIP stand. These are some third-party links which I shouldn't be saying out loud, but then again we have to see the game, so क्या करना है, यही possible है, you know. Yeah. All right. Meanwhile, Kush, we'll just take a look at the lineups. So here's the lineup. We can see it on the screen. Mike Mignon with
ये
Florenzi,
पीछे कौन
Tomori.
चालानोग्लू भौंक रहा है?
नहीं. Oh my son. Probably you would say that. How's the feeling about Chalanoglu within the Milan fans? I think you said enough,
हाँ.
but then again, yeah,
Yeah, no, and honestly, no feeling like that. He was not really that relevant a player. It usually hurts when there's a really, really good player and they do a lot for your team and then they decide to leave and go. But uske
yeah,
case mein toh, he didn't really accomplish much. There's no trophies that he won. He was just there for 4 years, just eating up all the cash that Milan was offering him. And he had a good stretch for about 6 months. But outside those 6 months, he didn't really offer too much. And even with the Inter, he had a good beginning part. He's been okay this season. But
yeah.
honestly, if you think of him not being on the pitch, it's not that much of a difference. So हमारे केस में तो 21 साल के ब्राहिम दियाज ने उसको रिप्लेस कर दिया तो
Yeah,
uh,
seriously. मतलब
yeah,
ज़्यादा
that
miss नहीं
tells you
करते हो आप
something.
उनको. You guys don't miss
बिल्कुल
him
भी
so
नहीं.
much.
No,
Oh,
no, no,
bhai
not at
sahab.
all. He's not on
Okay.
the same level. You know, some players who switch
Hmm.
from Inter to Milan, like Andrea
Hmm.
Pirlo,
Yeah.
Zlatan Ibrahimovic, all of these guys, Ronaldo, the number 9 Brazilian,
Hmm.
those guys
Hmm.
played for both teams. इसको लगता है कि उस कैटेगरी में क्योंकि इसने स्विच करा पर है नहीं. पर
Yeah.
ठीक है.
Okay. Shit, man. Reality. देख रहे हो तुम यहाँ पे reality, भाई साहब. Okay. All right, guys. So, Kush, can you tell us about a few players who moved from Inter to AC and you guys absolutely love them?
So some of the legends of Milan actually moved from Inter to AC, just completely coincidental. So for example, Andrea Pirlo, he used to play
Mm-hmm.
for Inter Milan for a short period of
Mm-hmm.
time. Used to play more as an attacking midfielder, central attacking midfielder, but then he switched, moved to Milan, and then he became more like a creative midfielder, like a central midfielder. And
Yeah.
everyone knows how much of a legend he is. Ronaldo, number 9 from Brazil, he switched from Inter to Milan. Ibrahimovic, very popular, went to
Yeah.
your Barcelona, and then he switched to Milan after that. Or Clarence Seedorf, very famous
Seedorf. Yes.
Dutch
Yes.
player. Yeah, so he used to play for Inter for a bunch of time, played for Real Madrid. Then he came to AC Milan, and then he became a legend there. So there are a lot of uh,
Yeah.
very famous. I'm sure I'm forgetting some names, but a lot of famous players who've played for both sides.
Yeah, exactly. Wow, that's good insight. There are a few questions. Okay, yeah, Ankush Bhai is saying hello, Kush Bhai. Your prediction in today's game. Wow, Ankush. All right, okay, we'll get
Uh,
on to the prediction part, but let's start, Kush. We have checked the lineup over here. Benasar Kessie Krunic is playing, and Zeko Martinez Chalanoglu is over there. Bhai Sab, it's gonna be hostile for this guy. Okay, yeah. So you can tell me
So I
about
mean,
your prediction.
for AC Milan, it looks like a pretty regular lineup. The only difference is on the right back they have Alessandro Florenzi. There usually they have
Hmm.
Davide Calabria. Calabria is a really good player. Came through Milan's youth system, और वो अब pretty much future captain है टीम का इतना समझ में आ गया उसकी quality और
Yeah.
उसकी growth से पता लग रहा है. उसकी जगह फ्लोरेंजी को खेल रहे हैं experience because they want to rest him. Weekend पे big match AC Milan versus Napoli. Napoli's number 1, Milan is number 2, so
Hmm.
they're resting Calabria for that. Fikayo Tomori and Romagnoli makes sense. Abhi inki injuries काफी है, तो these are the only two center backs that are available. Theo Hernandez is our star player. जिसने
Hmm.
नहीं देखा थियो को खेलते हुए, देख लो भैया, जिससे पहले कि उसके बैंड वैगन फैन बनना है, ठीक है ना, पहली बन जाओ, ताकि जब वो एकदम उस लेवल पे पहुंच जाए तो तुम बोल पाओ कि हाँ यार मैं तो उसको 4 साल से देख रहा हूँ, ठीक है ना. So Theo
Exactly.
Hernandez is your number 19 on the left flank. Ismail Benacer is my favorite player on this Milan team. Very calm,
Hmm.
collected.
Hmm. Hmm.
Franck Kessie is a player I can't stand because he's about to leave. ये बार्सिलोना आ रहा है,
Hmm.
आपको बताइयो.
Hmm.
पर ये आपको भी छोड़ के जाएगा एक दिन, जैसे हमें छोड़ के आ रहा है. Right flank पे आ गया आपका Alexis Salamakers. Salamakers is
Okay.
also a really good player, fast, but अभी Junior Messias has been playing better. Behind the striker, they're playing Rade Krunic, which is a little bit interesting
Hmm.
because usually they play Brahim Diaz or they play
Yeah.
Franck Kessie. But Krunic is getting his, I think, first start, maybe even off the season behind the striker. Rafael Lea on the left. This ये
Yeah.
जो मिलान का लेफ्ट फ्लैंक है ना, थियो हर्नांडेज और राफेल लेओ का, बस इस
Hmm.
पे आंख रखो बिकॉज यहाँ पे सारा मैजिक होता है मिलान का. और जो राफेल लेओ का सीजन का फॉर्म है, ये काफी बड़ा प्लेयर बना रहा है. ही माइट बी द बेस्ट अटैकिंग विंगर in entire league of Serie A.
Wow.
And up front, you have Olivier Giroud. He has a lot of cup experience. Cups, mein, I think, he's 30 plus goals. In, so he's a very popular cup player. Won a bunch with Arsenal and Chelsea as well.
Exactly. Nice. Okay. Let's take a look at the Inter Milan team. As we know, Lautaro Martinez starts with the veteran Edin Dzeko, and Brozovic is about to renew his contract with Inter. They have been fuming about this since a long time. Nico Barella starts in the middle of the park with the Akan Çalhanoğlu, and Perisic and Dumfries, as you know, two vital players in the system of Simone Inzaghi. Dumfries and Perisic will be playing over here, and the trident of Skriniar, De Vrij, and Bastoni along with Handanovic. Kush bhai, a few takes on the this team of Inter Milan. What do you think? And who is the guy जो कि सबसे ज़्यादा यहाँ पे dangerous होगा, and you guys have to keep an eye on?
So with Lukaku ke saath, Lautaro Martinez was a little bit of a different player. Zeko ke saath, he's a little bit different. He's playing more as I would say, as a striker, which has not really been helping Inter that much. That's why they're a little bit up and down in their form. It's difficult to not like someone like Nicolo Barella.
Yeah.
Barella is a quality player, just one of the few players in Inter that I actually really like because he's very, very hardworking. Kind of like Alexis Salamakers on Milan on the right wing.
Yeah.
Similar work rate. Bastoni is a player for the future. So Inter usually are going with a very surprisingly, they're actually playing their main side here.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, this is their first team for Serie A matches, so uh, a little
So they're taking it.
surprised, but
They're
yeah,
not taking it lightly. मतलब
not
पूरा
at
पूरा अपना
all.
full lineup खिला रहे हैं उनको, because
The
obviously
fact
it's a derby, and yeah, go ahead.
the fact that Milan is playing Krunic behind Giroud is
Mhm.
surprising
Yeah.
to me, considering कि Inter ने कोई भी player अपना drop नहीं करा, सारे खेल रहे हैं. So it should be a
Yeah,
good match.
exactly. When you look at the bench, you've got Alexis Sanchez, Vecino, Ranocchia, Robin Gosens makes the bench of Inter. That's a big thing. Joaquim Correa again returns after his injury. Arturo Vidal, DiMarco, Ambrosio, Matteo Damian, and Felipe Caicedo is also on the bench along with Gagliardini. Baki AC Milan ke liye Calabria is over here. I don't know what was the reason that they have dropped Calabria. Was there a knock or anything? मतलब कोई
I,
reason बनता नहीं है फ्लोरेंसी को खिलाना when Calabria is fit. What do you think?
I think honestly, Milan is keeping into. I actually don't know if there's an injury. Could be, but what
Hmm.
I think, if there's no injury, is as simple as Napoli's a big game, and
Yeah.
Milan has dropped points 2 games in a row. They should have picked up 6 points. They ended up picking up 2 points. They would have been league leaders right now if they had. So they really messed up over the last 2 games, and I think Pioli probably wants to be careful about the weekend match against Napoli.
Exactly. Anuj bhai ka काफी अच्छा क्वेश्चन है यहाँ पे. Malang will be losing Casey, but in return you're probably gonna get Yassine Adli and Popica, Renato. Would you be satisfied if this happens?
Any player who doesn't want to play for your club, no matter how much you like them, you're happy if they leave because
Exactly.
कोई आपकी अगर कोई कंपनी चल रही है और उसमें आपके लिए कोई काम करे और वो काम नहीं करना चाहता, you're just waiting for that person to leave. You're like, you know what, maybe you're good, but if you don't have the will to stay here, then it's okay. You can feel free to go. Yassine Adli is a good player. Milan took him on last season, sent him back on loan. Pobega is part of Milan's system, and Renato Sanchez would be a good pickup if they can pull that
Hmm.
off. And I think they can because Lil Kosne contract to mana kar diya hai, and it looks like Milan will actually be able to pick up Renato Sanchez. Yeah,
Exactly. There's one more player that they're looking at, and it's in the defensive areas. I think so. They are gonna go for Seven Botman.
correct.
Botman can
Yeah,
use a काफी
looks
अच्छी.
like he is. Yeah, मेरे को उसका इतना I haven't seen him play all that much, but I
Hmm.
am familiar that Milan is pretty much on the verge of signing him. like a
Yeah,
30
he's
million deal
young,
or
he's
something like that.
strong. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
he'll be a
So
good signing.
जो माल्दीनी
Um,
करेगा मैं उसको बोलूंगा कि हाँ भाई, on board.
so you trust Maldini एकदम आंख बंद करके नहीं. Maldini is
1,000 matches, yeah,
oh,
1,000 matches
yeah.
in his career.
Hmm.
900 plus for Milan, 100 plus for Italy. जब ऐसा बंदा कुछ भी बोले तुम बोलते हो कि हाँ आप जो कह रहे हैं वो ठीक है भैया.
सही बात है, सही बात है. And that's why when Xavi comes to Barcelona and he talks about the work that has to be done for Barcelona, we all trust him. Even though the start hasn't been really smooth, थोड़े से hiccups थे, थोड़ा सा roller coaster था start में, but then we closed our eyes and our minds and we said कि नहीं यार, Xavi is wanting to do something for Barcelona. Let's trust him because this guy knows Barcelona from the ins and outs. So we trusted him, and right now we can see that we are only reaping the benefits. So it has been good. And Vachan Bhai is asking a good question. Does Milan have a better chance to win Serie A on Inter? Okay.
Uh,
Kush, what do you think?
it hurts to say it, but मैं थोड़ा realistic बंदा हूँ, मैं ज़्यादा ख्याली पुलाव नहीं खाता, तो या बनाता. तो I would say Inter, probably because the fact that they're defending champions, they have a better, I think, a more in-depth team, a coach also very good, but maybe not as good as Pioli. I guess that's really, you can debate that topic, but I think overall Inter का probably better chance है, because अगर मिलान ने पिछले दो मैचेस में पॉइंट्स पिक अप कर लिए होते,
Ah,
I would have
hmm,
said Milan, mainly because I would have been like, okay, if they can keep picking up points against smaller teams and pull that off, they have a good chance. But this is
yeah.
a repetitive problem they have, and it doesn't look like it's going to change. So I think right now
Hmm.
Inter probably. I think Inter are favorites right now to win.
Okay. Kush bhai, you said कि ख्याली पुलाव नहीं पकाता, नहीं खाता. So how much do you miss that pulao? कितना खाते हो वहाँ पे?
Uh, यहाँ पे तो पुलाव बन जाता है, मेरे को आता है सब बनाना. आप कभी आओ यहाँ कनाडा में तो मैं आपके लिए बना
Ah.
दूंगा. Trust me, bro,
Wow,
I can cook. I can cook like a
that's
maniac.
good. Okay, that's very, very
हमारे
nice.
इंडिया की तरह यहाँ पे इतनी हेल्प नहीं होती ना, सब कुछ खुद करना
खुद
पड़ता
ही
है. ये
करना
कपड़े भी
पड़ता
खुद ही
है.
धोए हैं मैंने बैठ के.
नाइस. वैसे मैं बताता हूँ, मैं भी यहाँ पे घर में अकेले रहता हूँ, सो आई डोंट कुक, बट आई यस डेफिनेटली वार्म माय फूड, वॉश माय क्लोथ्स, ब्रश माय टीथ. ये सारी चीजें मैं खुद करता हूँ. सो
चलो,
या
होपफुली
आई कैन
ब्रश
बिल
टीथ सब खुद ही कर रहे हैं. उसके
ओह
लिए भी
भाई
इंडिया में
साहब.
मेड तो नहीं रखी किसी.
नहीं नहीं नहीं, डेफिनेटली नॉट. आई होप कि कभी ना रखना पड़े इस चीज के. कुश भाई, एंcelotti मिलान पे रोटेशन करता क्या था क्या? Okay, Nikhil over here is he's a fan of Real Madrid and he's doubting Carlo Ancelotti's work. And I've told him कि भाई please be patient with Carlo. But the problem with Carlo is that at Real Madrid we haven't seen him makes a lot of substitutions. Changes बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं किए हैं इसने. So that's what the question is. So he wants to know from you about Carlo Ancelotti.
सी जो आंचलोटी के पास मिलान की टीम, अब जैसे मैंने अभी बात करी थी अंद्रेया पिर्लो की, that when he was at Inter he used to be the guy who used to be attacking midfielder. It was Carlo Ancelotti who turned him into a defensive line play, like a playmaker. So Ancelotti's wisdom and experience on football, it can't really be questioned. हम देखते हैं, पर वो उसको in and out समझता है. He's played it for decades. He won multiple Champions League with Milan, and then
Yeah.
he won it as a coach. So
Yeah.
his whatever he's doing, you almost have to have faith in it for some time, at least for a significant period of time. You have to see what he's doing. Rotations at Milan, यार क्या जरूरत है रोटेशन करने की? अगर अंद्रेया पिर्लो, सीडोर्फ, गटूसो तुम्हारे मिडफील्ड में, तो तुम किसको हटा के किसको लगाओगे? तुम उन्हीं को खेलते रहोगे. So I think he's still going to try and figure out who to, like, exactly what to play. But Ancelotti has all the experience in the world. I think some people, Jose Mourinho called himself the special one. I actually think
Mm.
Ancelotti is one of the special ones. So underrated coach.
Wow, exactly. That's what I said exactly. As my street with two other people, and I said this कि Carlo is very underrated because whatever he has been doing, बहुत ज़्यादा लोग उसका they
शोर
don't
नहीं
talk
मचाता ना.
about that. हाँ, exactly. How good was Maldini if we compare him with today's centre back? Kushbai has been watching Milan since ages, so he might know Maldini better than us. Ashubai, yeah, definitely. Kush, I even want to know if you have to rank him comparing with today's modern centre backs like Van Dijk, Thiago Silva, probably. So how would you rate Maldini?
So Van Dijk or Thiago Silva to chalo is almost from that Maldini time, almost 2008 mein he
Mm-hmm.
joined Milan, came from Brazil, and he played with Maldini, trained with him. But if you look at players like Van Dijk and these guys, a lot of the new age center backs, they look at center backs like Sergio Ramos and Carlos Puyol. They look at those guys and say कि क्या legendary center backs हैं. But उन लोगों के legend is Paolo Maldini. Sergio
Yeah,
Ramos का legend is Paolo Maldini.
yeah,
Carlos Puyol का legend is Paolo Maldini. So that tells you कि वो मतलब he's like almost god level status for the kind of player he was. I mean, five, six, how many Champions League trophies he won, Serie A titles, he won everything. And as I already mentioned, over 1,000 appearances is not a joke. And
yeah.
family dynasty, उसका dad भी 400 plus appearances for Milan. So I actually put out a short on my Instagram, on my YouTube, and my Instagram as well. A short about the Maldini family generations. And now Daniel Maldini is playing, and I wouldn't be surprised if he maybe plays today if he's fit. I don't know if he is.
Yeah. Wow.
So
Okay.
Maldini is Maldini, man. Best of
Yeah,
all time.
seriously. Best of all. Yeah. Maldini was a different gravy. 2005 to 10 जिसने फुटबॉल देखा है देनो या एग्जैक्टली वैसे मैंने फुटबॉल देखना स्टार्ट किया 2008 2009 में एंड आई थिंक आई सॉ द गेम जहाँ पे बार्सिलोना प्लेड अगेंस्ट एसी मिलान वाजंट दैट अगेंस्ट माल्दीनी मुझे याद नहीं आ रहा मैं काफी छोटा था उस पॉइंट
I
ऑफ
think
टाइम पे
Vovali was the first season that Maldini retired.
ओके
That was
ओके
Thiago Silva and Alessandro Nesta.
हाँ नेस्टा थियागो सिल्वा अच्छा
Yeah.
who was better Maldini or Nesta I think so definitely the world knows Maldini as one of the legends of this game greatest center backs ever I have seen Nesta play मुझे याद है Nesta को मैं खेलते देखा है काफी no bullshit kind of a defender very strong bold how was he like
So the thing with Maldini is ki in the last maybe 5 years of his career, he became a center back out and out, but he was really a left back for his
left back
first what maybe 15 years of his career. So he was considered anyone watching after the game is over, you can go check out Maldini highlights and you'll see his tackling, his defense,
yeah
his ability to intercept balls. This is vision. The main thing was his intelligence to know कि क्या होने वाला है और कहाँ पे अपने आप को position करा है. He wasn't the best athlete कि बहुत भाग रहा है और बहुत कुछ करा है. He just knew
where
intellectually
to
कि what would be the
position
best
himself
place exactly,
uh,
which is what is critical with football. जैसे कि मैंने पिछले वीडियो में भी डाला था अपने कि पियोली और राफेल लियाओ बात कर रहे थे on the training ground और पियोली उसको पूछा था कि कितनी देर के लिए एक प्लेयर एक मैच में कितनी देर के एक इंडिविजुअल प्लेयर पोजेशन रखता है तो उसका आंसर एक्चुअली है 2 मिनट roughly 2 minutes for a player. So he's like, for the rest 88 minutes, it's all about how you're positioning yourself.
exactly
So 2 minute के लिए तुम्हारे पास सिर्फ बॉल होगी. And that was Maldini's specialty. He knew exactly
yeah
how to position himself to get those tackles in. So big time player.
Yeah, exactly. And he knew what he had to do within those 2 minutes that he get. So
Exactly.
wow. Where to watch? All right, guys. मैं आपको बताता हूँ मैं कहाँ देख रहा हूँ. I'm watching it on Epic Sports, and you can also watch it on vipstand.se. कुछ लोग कह रहे हैं यहाँ पे सोनी लिव पे आ रहा है. अगर सोनी लिव पे आ रहा है भाई तो बहुत अच्छी बात है. And भाई कोपा इटालिया जैसे मैंने बताया कि यू कैन वॉच इट ऑन सोनी लिव एंड साथ ही साथ यू कैन वॉच इट ऑन epicsports.me एंड VIP stand where I'm watching Jio TV पे कुछ लोग कह रहे हैं कि आ रहा है the match has started कुछ
Yeah, I was gonna say मेरी स्क्रीन पे तो ऑन नहीं हुआ अभी.
मेरे पे थोड़ा लेट चल रहा है I think we are like 2 minutes around late but I'll just check it over here.
What the heck is going on? Let's go.
Yeah I think it has started वैसे तो थोड़ा
Yes,
सा
it
लेट
has.
स्टार्ट हुआ है
Yeah, I
मैच
think
थोड़ा
I
सा
had a
लेट
little bit of a
या
delay in my link as well.
yeah so yeah all right guys do
Interesting.
let me know your prediction what's your prediction for this game क्या लगता है कौन जीतेगा and कितने स्कोर लाइन से जीतेगा remember this is the first leg semi-final में second leg भी होगा so we'll have to wait and see what will happen in the second leg but आज first leg के score do let me know मेरे thoughts about this game we'll talk about Kush's prediction but I'm gonna go for 2-1 AC Milan win yaar. What do you think Kush?
That would be amazing. But Mirko, I would never want to root against my own team, so I won't do that. But I hope people can understand what I'm trying to say. But I would say maybe a 1-1 draw.
Hmm.
But
1-1
if it's
draw
early
would
scoring, then
also
a 2-2 draw.
yeah I think I'm hoping for a 2-1 win but थोड़ा सा मुश्किल लग रहा है मुझे this is not the strongest lineup of AC Milan right it looks like they are holding back like you said for that Napoli wala game Krunic
बिल्कुल.
and yeah,
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's they're the strongest lineup because even in the
mm,
midfield, usually they play Sandro Tonali. They don't really
Tonali.
play Kessie as much.
Yeah,
And Tonali is really a player to watch out for too, but he's not playing today. I think he had an injury, I think, or a suspension,
yeah,
one of those. He actually couldn't play, that's why he didn't play.
yeah. He's not
और
on the bench.
बेनासर ने
Suspended.
अपने
He's
हाफ में
suspended.
बॉल दे दी है तो
Uh,
अब इंटर अटैक पे आ रहा है but yes, I would say that these three changes are big time. The fact that Sandro
mhm.
Tonali is not playing, the fact that Davide Calabria is not playing on the right, and the fact that Krunic is playing behind the striker. These are three
Big
of the changes
changes.
and three of the big changes that Pioli
Okay.
has decided to make.
Okay. कनव भाई कह रहे हैं 2-1 Oliver Giroud 80-minute
Theo
header.
Hernandez आ गया ट्रेन
Wow.
पे बैठ गया
अच्छा, what's your timestamp? Kush bhai.
right now 3 minutes.
3 minutes, man. Okay, I'm at 2 minutes 45 seconds. I'm like 15, 20 seconds
So मैं पी
behind
जाऊँ
you.
क्या थोड़ा
नहीं 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 मत आओ यहाँ पे देखो the right time. So yeah, ज़्यादा नहीं delay है, 10-15 seconds का delay and that will
what are
be.
you now on?
I'm on 2 minutes. नहीं, I'm on 3 minutes. 3 minutes 1 second exactly.
Okay, see, so I'm about three seconds ahead of you, so not too bad.
Yeah, that's great. That's great.
So I just
Okay.
pulled back. So this software,
Yeah.
this website, fortunately, it's a decent website. It allows you to go back and forth a little bit. So
Uh,
I'm able to bring it back a little. Where do you guys watch
चलो
India में?
यार इंडिया में तो वही मैं बता रहा था यहाँ पे the people have been asking मैच किधर देखूं so we watch these games on some third party links like vipstand.ac
Right.
epicsports.me. Sometimes we watch it on Twitter. There's a channel FCTV88, but right now I opened it and
Okay.
it was written that the account is suspended, so I was like yeah,
Of
why
course.
wouldn't it be?
पकड़ा गया बेचारा.
Yeah, तो बेचारा फ्री में स्ट्रीम करा था तो पकड़ा गया. बट क्या करोगे आप इतना मतलब इतना इंपॉर्टेंट गेम है आई नो कि इसका बहुत बड़ा क्राउड नहीं है इंडिया का बट यू नो द पीपल हु आर वाचिंग हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू गाइस आर एक्चुअली वाचिंग दिस गेम एंड नॉट एनी अदर गेम बिकॉज आप जानते हो कि और भी सारे गेम चल रहे हैं सेडी का गेम चल रहा है एंड एक दो गेम और चल रहे हैं तो हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू गाइस आर एक्चुअली वाचिंग दिस गेम ऑफ एसी मिलान एंड इंटर अपार्ट फ्रॉम अस आयुष भाई पूछ रहे हैं आपसे views on Brahim Diaz. I'm a Madrid star, so would like to know if Milan would be pushing to buy him. Okay.
Yeah, they are. I think Milan wants to take him on this very next summer market. Milan signed them on a 2-year loan. Madrid के लिए भी it was a smart move to see कि, you know, how long they can, you know, send him out on loan for, see his growth, and then bring him back. And it was convenient for Milan too because they also don't have a lot of funds. But अब मिलान की थोड़ी improvement हो रही है चैंपियंस लीग में होपफुली वापस चले जाएंगे तो फिर और funds आएंगे तो Milan is now considering actually putting in I think 27 million or something type of a deal for
Okay.
Brahim Diaz because he's still hot and cold और Krunic ने possession दे दी. It's like oh बच गए.
That was a chance. Oh man.
That was close, very
Zeko is
close.
like a very very intelligent player when it comes to that number
A
nine.
lot
You
of
know, एकदम
experience, man. A lot of experience.
experience, where to position himself. He's not that quick of a striker. मतलब उसकी pace को अगर आपको exploit करना है, so that not might be the best thing that you would do. But put the ball around him, on him, near him, and you know he'll be
Same
lethal.
thing as everyone else. Like you know, he's good at positioning himself. That's the thing.
Yeah, yeah. Oh man, Liao touch.
Acha, looks like you've gone
Ooh.
ahead now. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
क्या
5
time
minute
stamp
30,
है?
5 minute 34 seconds.
Okay, okay. So you're still a little bit behind.
Yeah. Acha, guys who are watching, just let me know ki if there's one player from Inter that you would like to have at AC or the vice versa. Same will ask to Kush. One player from Inter that you would want to have in your team, Kush.
One player from Inter, I would have to say, I think Lautaro Martinez is very, very talented.
Hmm.
But but you know, he would fit in perfectly instead of Brahim Diaz behind the striker as a second striker. He would be ideal alongside someone like Ibrahimovic. I mean, वो तो पता ही लग रहा है. But
Hmm.
someone like Nicolo Barella, someone who is
Yeah.
hardworking and consistent and very reliable.
Yeah.
Those are, I think, the two players. Bastoni is also a player for the future for Inter for sure.
Yeah.
But Milan is pretty okay defensively with Fikayo Tomori
Hmm.
and Simon Kier, maybe, you know, Botman in the
He'll be
future.
back. Yeah.
Exactly.
The youngsters, the Matteo Gabbia and one more कौन एक और है जिसको lately they played in a game जहाँ पे the two defenders of AC Milan were injured and Pioli was thanking the youngsters who stepped up and played such a great game.
Who was it again? Sorry, I was
Uh,
watching Çalhanoğlu's ugly
yeah,
face.
गाबिया एंड क्या नाम है इसका एक और डिफेंडर है एक तो मैथियो गाबिया एंड
Oh, Kalulu.
कालुलू या एग्जैक्टली सॉरी
Yeah, Pierre Kalulu. Yeah.
पियर कालुलू
So yeah, so Gabia and Kalulu again, both are really smart moves by Maldini. Not Gabia. Gabia is part of the youth system,
या
but Kalulu was a player who they barely even paid anything for. I think less than 1 million, like maybe 400,000 or 500,000, something like that. They paid for Kalulu. He was supposed to be a backup right winger, but the more that he's played, the more Milan is noticing that he's actually a really good player. On the
या
right, he's a really good player. He's also a really good player. Giroud. Oh, Krunic, bad control. Should have been something. Something. Um, Kalulu is a player can alternate between being a right back and he can also play as a center back. So very reliable option for very very cheap. उसकी सैलरी भी इतनी सी आई थिंक थी 500,000 उसको शायद मिल रहा था हर साल का 500,000 euros. अब उसके अच्छी परफॉर्मेंसेस के बाद मिलान इज आल्सो कंसिडरिंग गिविंग हिम ओवर 1 million every
भाई
season. So उसकी सैलरी भी डबल हो जाएगी. So he's one of those feel good stories of a player, not a big time signing. No one thought that he's going to be really that relevant, and suddenly
या
uh, he's been really good.
ये तो बात होता है ना व्हेन यू हैव
Giroud
दीस
has been
बैकअप
amazing,
प्लेयर्स
man.
and जब need पड़ती है they step up and actually they make a difference and you realize what their potential is. That's how we found out at Barcelona. We found out about Rojo, about Mingueza. We've got these players and Pedri was played out of necessity when we got him, and look at Pedri right now, one of the best players that we've got in our team. So
Right.
that's
I
it.
think that is the story pretty much of this AC Milan lineup, if you really think about it, because jitne bhi players that you're looking at that have turned into stars are all players that Maldini and his scouts found. Theo Hernandez, Rafael Leao,
Yeah,
Ismail Benacer. These were all pretty irrelevant names. They were not popular.
yeah,
Fikayo
seriously.
Tomori also not that much. Kalulu,
Mm.
Maignan. Everyone's shocked as to Maignan, the way he's performing. Donnarumma की तो हमें कहीं से भी याद नहीं आती.
Yeah.
और जिस तरीके से मेन्यू परफॉर्म कर रहा है काफी लोग रेगुलरली मिलान के मैचेस में बोलते हैं कि कैसे किसी भी गोल होने वाला है अलेक्सिस टेक अनदर शॉट अलेक्सिस जस्ट टेक अ शॉट
Come on, man. That was a chance.
नाइस
That was a
वर्क
chance.
अलेक्सिस क्रॉस इट इन
Oh, bhai, very good. Oh man, Giroud.
क्या
The
बात है साला
what
मार्कर्स
what cheap away ball give away कर दिया इन्होंने.
Exactly. Cheap
Yeah,
giveaway by Inter, and Milan did not capitalize. These are the things you have to capitalize on. Inter are a very
yeah,
good team. You can't just ऐसे chances बार बार नहीं मिलेंगे.
नहीं
So they
मिलेंगे.
have to. But yeah, usually after the games, I give
Yeah,
my 4 takeaways. I don't think I'm gonna do that today because this will be enough. So if you guys want to check it out, check out my channel.
yeah, definitely. No, Kush will be having you again on
Tail,
the
tail,
final
tail,
game
tail,
review.
tail, tail. Oh,
Man, that was a shot, bhai. So close by, and that's what Theo Hernandez does best. Yeah, is he a left back? Is he a forward? You won't know,
that's
bhai. Stop.
that's the left
That's
back. That's his
very,
usual routine. He's
very
usually
sick.
playing on the
Yeah,
left and then he cuts in
yeah,
to the middle of the field. And जब ये ट्रेन
mm,
पे बैठता है इसकी ट्रेन रुकती नहीं है.
yeah. Oh, that was
Yeah,
a poor giveaway by Handanovic. He
very
shouldn't be
bad.
passing to Brozovic. को उसने pass किया. Actually, Brozovic is very cool with these returns, but then the pressure from Krunic
Alexis के पास
was
enough time था टच
yeah
करने का एक.
time था
He didn't need
touch
to
था
take a shot.
और बहुत ही central shot मारा उसने दिन.
हाँ, Giroud. Let's go, boys. Kessie. Leao. Leao.
Inter have fallen back. Leao has to return back.
Yeah, they're really. Oh,
Uh,
Leao. Take a shot, man. Do
मिल
something.
गया फिर से.
Anything. कुछ भी चलेगा.
Oh man, come on. Aha, probably will get a corner. Mm. Okay. That is a nice move. मतलब अभी तक around 11 minutes हुए हमारे पास, and we have seen AC Milan actually going for the chances. I mean, pushing at Inter. making Inter commit mistakes. Uh,
Absolutely. This is a little bit more surprising to me. I would have thought that Inter would be a definitely the stronger side coming on,
yeah.
but the fact that Milan has been this aggressive has been nice to watch. Um,
Okay, where to watch भाई मैच टेलीकास्ट नहीं हो रहा है, so you'll have to watch it on any third party links जैसे कि मैंने बताया. You can check it out on VIP stand, vipstand.se खोलो, वहाँ पे मिल जाएगा आपको. epicsports.me है, वहाँ मिल जाएगा. टोटल स्पोर्टेक, काफी सारी वेबसाइट्स है जहाँ पे दे स्ट्रीम द गेम, सो यू कैन वॉच इट ओवर देयर. एंड गाइस प्लीज डोंट स्पैम ओजस भाई. यस, मेसी के एसेस अच्छे लगे यार मुझे. एंड प्लीज डोंट स्पैम. हम मेसी के बारे में बात करेंगे, विल डिस्कस अबाउट दैट, बट लेट्स कीप द कमेंट्स related to the stream that is going on. If you want to ask any question to our guest, feel free to ask him the question regarding Milan or
वैसे मेसी के क्या हो रहा है
this.
अभी? I'm
Messi is
I'm
playing.
actually curious too. He's
Huh.
playing not the best,
Yeah,
but
not the best, but he's still doing his job. I think the only thing that Messi is lacking these days is goals, and which I feel that will come because Messi ko undermine karna when it comes to goal scoring is not wise. Baki, when you look at his performances, he actually had a slow start. When you imagine that changing, the clubs after
that's a
21
big
years, you have
change,
been.
man. Big
Yeah,
change. Like takes time to adjust. I wonder if
exactly.
he's going to be there next season or if there's going to be Messi sweepstakes this summer.
I
हो
think
सकता
he's
है.
gonna be there for 2 years because दो साल का contract है, and then उसके बाद I think he's probably gonna come back to Barcelona. And now you are spamming sorry भैया. अरे it's okay मेरे भाई. I read that. That's cool. Or just no worries. Don't you don't need to
हाँ, spam ही
apologize.
कर रहे.
Yeah.
Lay
So he
out, lay
has
out,
got
lay
he
out.
has
Nice
missed
turn.
11 games in Serie
Lovely
A,
run.
but he's again
Oh,
the top
fouled. Oh,
assister.
not fouled. Sorry. Yeah. और फिर
So
I think there's going to be activity in the market for him.
definitely, yeah,
Yeah. I wonder if he's going to come back to Barcelona.
he's gonna come back to Barcelona.
Yeah, you
I
think?
believe. Yeah, definitely.
I think it is a good story if he comes back. That's for sure. It would be nice
That
to
will
see him
be.
come back. और
He never
चालानोग्लू
wanted
का
to
बहुत
leave.
ज्यादा अच्छा पास था ये वाला. देखना अभी 2 मिनट 2 सेकंड
Acha,
में.
okay. He's getting into the area. Come on.
चार
Directly
साल
for a
के ऐसे
goal
ही पास
kick.
मैंने बहुत देखे हैं उसके.
Yeah, but he wasn't that bad a player. Actually, we love the technique of Hakan Çalhanoğlu. I think he's good to watch. I mean, as a neutral, when you look at him, the people will actually think, yeah, he does a very good job. When he was playing against Liverpool, he was actually playing very good.
I think he has his natural position is what he used to play for Milan, which was playing behind the striker. That's his natural role.
Advanced.
He has very good पहली बात तो इनकी बाय द वे कम बैक टू चालानोग्लू बट थियो हर्नांडेज और डमफ्रीज की काफी अभी चल रही है खिच
चल रही
खिच
है.
क्योंकि पिछले मैच में इंटर और मिलान की जो डार्बी मैच था
हाँ.
उसके फाइनल सेकंड्स में Dumfries was about to take an attack because Milan was winning 2-1. It was a
Yeah.
95th minute. He was taking an attack, and Theo Hernandez just clipped his foot from the
Yeah.
back and got a red card for it. So they have a little bit. This is a derby inside the derby
भाई
between Theo
साहब.
and Dumfries on that left
So
side.
many wars going on right on the pitch tonight.
हाँ हाँ नहीं वॉर्स तो अभी रहने ही देते हैं बोलना क्योंकि वॉर तो बाहर भी काफी चल रही है पिच से भी.
Exactly.
But at the same time, coming back to Çalhanoğlu, he's very good with taking these free kicks. Pretty good with taking the free kicks. He's good with the corner kicks. His technique is undoubtedly good, but his commitment level. ये फुल टाइम फुटबॉल प्लेयर है पर पार्ट टाइम सोशल मीडिया एक्सपर्ट भी है. इसके इंस्टाग्राम पे जितने पोस्ट आते हैं ना इसकी अपनी अकम्पलिशमेंट्स के वो देखने वाले
Yeah.
होते हैं. हारे हुए मैच में भी अपना गोल पोस्ट करता था. तब मिलान फैंस को इससे प्रॉब्लम होनी शुरू हुई कि जब हम हार रहे हैं तो तू क्यों अपना गोल इंस्टाग्राम पे डाल रहा है और वो भी वो
Yeah.
फिंगर के साथ उसके की साइलेंस वाली फिंगर के साथ.
भाई साहब, मतलब आई एम डूइंग माय जॉब, सी आई डिड दिस.
हाँ टीम हार गई मैंने गोल कर दिया देखो.
Yeah.
So
Oh
that's
भाई.
why even when Milan actually restarted negotiation to re-sign Çalhanoğlu, I was annoyed. I was like, why are we doing this? जाने दो जहाँ जाना है. मुझे नहीं पता था कि इंटर चलाएगा. मतलब अल्टीमेट इसने तो मिडिल फिंगर दिखाई मिलान को कि मैं तो शेयर भी नहीं बदलूंगा अपना, मैं यहीं बैठा
Oh
रहूंगा
भाई
पर
साहब.
तुम्हारे साथ नहीं
Yeah.
बदलूंगा. पर ठीक है अभी हम सेकंड है वो थर्ड है. Inter's actually looking a little bit confused.
But they'll grow in
Milan,
the game. That's what they
they will,
do.
no question,
Uh,
no question. But to be honest, so does Milan. They
huh.
also sometimes they start slow and then over time they develop. Ye kya hua? Yeah, sometimes they develop in the game.
Nilesh Bhai is asking, how do you feel these last years when Milan was performing really bad? I'm also a huge Milan fan, and it hits me hard when my friends used to tease me, but I still support my team, Forza Milan. Wow, good, yeah, good, Nilesh Bhai.
Yeah, yeah. You should
Yeah, Kush.
continue to support your team. I was in Goa and I was wearing my Milan jersey, and some people started pointing and laughing at it. So
Oh,
trust me,
bhai.
this was very recently. So, but at the same time, मैं ये कहूँगा कि it was a tough period to watch this team be so bad. But it also made sense because it now tells you if you have the right scouts, if you have the right ownership group, the team can actually grow. And Milan is not a team that has been purchased, ki Saudi paisa aa gaya or oil money.
All
No,
money.
they're actually bringing back their legends like Maldini. They're investing in their scouting. They're hired the right CEO for a growth project. And जो अब एसी मिलान के बैंड वैगन पे बैठने को रेडी है आ जाओ,
Hmm.
क्योंकि 3 साल में पता लग जाएगा कि ये कब क्लब कहाँ से कहाँ चला गया है।
कहाँ जा रहा है? Yeah.
बिकॉज जो प्लेयर्स इन्होंने साइन करे हैं उनकी सबकी पेमेंट 140 मिलियन के आसपास की थी, और अब उन सबकी वैल्यू 350 मिलियन टोटल से ऊपर चली गई है,
Seriously.
which tells you कि कहाँ पे which way this team is trending. So my encouragement to everyone watching right now is, uh, you know, look more into AC Milan and start researching their players. It's a good club to actually be a part of.
Yeah. No, that's very true.
कैसी और हिस्ट्री भी है, 7 Champions League titles. No one more than no team other than Real Madrid has won more. So it's not
Yeah.
even like that. It's like new money, like the Spurs and stuff. It's a historical club,
It's actually the rebuild that they have done. मतलब बाकी
pure
teams to
rebuild.
definitely spend कर सकते हैं, they can come back again, but when you got no money, you just need to do
Oh,
the
let's go.
proper scouting and
Pure,
everything, and they have done
pure
that.
quality rebuild है Milan की,
Ah,
with the right pieces and the right on every level.
yeah,
They first bring back Paolo Maldini, ठीक है ना? He comes
हाँ,
back. Then they bring in a coach जिसके साथ किसी की भी expectation नहीं थी, including myself. मैंने तो वीडियो रिलीज करा था कि इस कोच को हटा देना चाहिए. एक अच्छा
obviously.
सीजन गया, but he's still performing well. Then they brought in Ibrahimovic. So
Yeah,
they changed their structure on every level, on the management with Maldini, in the coaching with Pioli, and then amongst the players with Ibrahimovic. And it's evident कि club कहाँ से कहाँ चला गया 2 साल में.
yeah, exactly. When Zlatan came ना, तो काफी ज़्यादा changes आपको देखने को मिले in this Milan team. You could see the mentality. सबसे पहले तो football में mentality plays a big role. How you approach a game, how you think before a game. So, what exactly do you think that Zlatan brought to this team?
This team would not be what it is if it wasn't for Ibrahimovic. Everyone
Hmm.
thinks कि oh, he only plays half the season. उसकी
Hmm.
लीडरशिप और उसने जो इस टीम को सिखाया, और ऑलमोस्ट अभी गोल हो गया था ज़ेको के हाथ से, पर
Wow.
जितना इब्राहिमोविच ने मिलान को सिखाया एंड इनके प्लेयर्स को सिखाया about how to actually be a champion player. Yes, he hasn't won the Champions League, but he's still a very, very highly, 500 plus goals for the guy. So he knows exactly
Yeah.
what he's talking about. So if it wasn't for him joining the club and changing the mentality of the players, we wouldn't be where we are. So Ibrahimovic, even now, I think he's going to extend for hopefully one more season, and
Hmm.
but he's probably going to take a massive pay cut so that Milan can sign another player and give that share of the salary to him. So let's see what Ibrahimovic decides. Because वो first season आया था 7 million उसकी पे थी, second
Yeah.
6 million उसकी पे थी, Donnarumma
Hmm.
और उसकी पे सेम थी. Second season में उसने कहा कि मेरे को highest paid player होना है मिलान का. And that
Hmm.
also logic I understand. He was like मैं खेल नहीं सकता इतना, but I want to be the highest paid player on this team because everyone has to look at me with respect. कि मैं
भाई
लोगों को
साहब.
ऑर्डर दे रहा हूँ और मैं उससे कम पैसे बना रहा हूँ, ऐसे हो नहीं सकता. या मुझे साइन
हाँ.
करो 7 million पे, या मुझे साइन मत करो, बट मैं कम नहीं
Yeah.
लूंगा. एंड मिलान की मैनेजमेंट ने वो वैल्यू देखी उस बात में, and they ended up
Hmm.
signing him for 7 million. And you can see what's happened with the club.
Yeah,
Last season came
exactly.
in second. Right now they're sitting in second. They can fight for first place. Now he said that now this team has experience. Now I'm willing to take a pay cut
Yeah.
and just be figurehead in the team. So let's see what happens.
Yeah. And they're wanting
And
to extend
sorry,
him as well, and he wants to stay. And उसने अभी, I think he also has said that कि I want to win a trophy at Milan.
yeah. Yeah, for sure. So, and at the same time, just along with Ibrahimovic, it's also someone like Olivier Giroud. A lot of
Yeah.
experience. He's enjoying his time here. He's playing with like a legendary player like Goldoni Oganne. He's playing with a legendary player like Ibrahimovic. And I think Giroud is more relaxed now. He's won
Yeah.
everything. I think World Cup jeet gaya, Champions League jeet gaya. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know if he's ever won the league title or not, but he's won the major trophies. So Giroud's also here at Milan to just enjoy his game and not take too much stress. So
And that's what has made him play good. वो एकदम
no
टेंशन फ्री
question.
होके मजे लेके खेल रहा है and he's playing good
You can
given
literally
his
tell
age.
he's enjoying.
Enjoying. And that was almost a goal by Inter bhai.
That was
Look
good
at them
defense by
pressing.
Alessio Romagnoli.
Yeah. The people who are asking kahan dekh rahe ho, guys, let me repeat it again. You can watch this game on epicsports.me, vipstand.se, Total Sport Tech. ये कुछ 2 3 4 वेबसाइट्स हैं जिनको आप देख सकते हो जहाँ पे मैं लिख नहीं सकता बिकॉज वंस आई did that I got a strike on my channel and I lost my channel for 3 months. So please guys don't be so naive and keep on asking that I post the link over here. You should understand with the given compliances, the copyrights infringement and everything, I cannot share the link with you over here. I can just name it, and even me naming it will cause a problem. So you guys should follow us on Instagram and Discord, and that's the reason why we have made such groups where it will be easy for you guys to find out more about the links. But again, let me repeat: vipstand.ac,
Alexis, cross it in. Back and forth game.
epicsports.me, ये सारी जगह पे आप देख सकते हो. या सीरियसली हाँ, बैक एंड फोर्थ चल रहा है, बट कहीं ना कहीं ब्रेक थ्रू तो आना चाहिए.
I think there's also been some changes in the amount of spectators that are allowed,
Mhm.
and that change is what also probably
So
increases the intensity
how
of the game.
how do they decide कि कितना परसेंटेज होना है, like is it a home, पहले home है AC Milan का, so it's gonna be 60% Milan fans, AC Milan fans, and is it like that?
या मतलब कोविड के हिसाब से अगर पूछ रहे हो तो वो तो इंडिया में तो जो करना करो, पर
हाँ,
बाकी जगह में ऐसे नहीं हो रहा अभी. आई थिंक यूरोप में देयर इज अ रिस्ट्रिक्शन ऑन हाउ मेनी spectators are allowed, and I think they probably do a maybe 80-20 split. I actually don't know definitively,
mm,
but they
mm,
definitely have a the supporter side is the away side obviously gets a little bit less in terms of the
yeah,
tickets available. But jo Curva Nord there, the northern stands, I don't know if any of your
mm.
viewers have ever been to Italy or seen the stadium, but the way Milan, the stadium is, the north side is what belongs to Inter, and the south side is what belongs to AC Milan. So there's
Okay,
Curva Nord and
north
Curva
side,
Sud.
is for Inter, and south
Yeah.
side is for
So even if
AC.
you pull up a picture of the Milan stadium, you'll see
Yeah,
that the north side is Curva Nord. That is where all the Inter fans sit. And on the
yeah.
other side is Curva Sud, which is the south curve. That's where all the AC Milan fans are. So Abibi
All right.
Curva North will be packed with AC with Inter Milan fans, but the rest of the stadium it's a Milan home game, so you'll
Yeah.
see more probably AC Milan fans. Looks like Romagnoli को injury हो गई है और ये मिलान के लिए बहुत
Mm.
ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम है because weekend पे
Wow.
नापोली के अगेंस्ट मैच है और उसके लिए हमें रोमानियोली फिट चाहिए क्योंकि सिमोन केयर is probably out for the season.
Kalulu is coming
So
on. Yeah.
Kalulu is coming on right now.
25 minute 28 second मेरा टाइम स्टैम्प है, जो पूछ रहा था. Yeah, but that's a blow, man, and that's the reason why they're wanting to improve their numbers in defense. They want to have good backup, and you can see Zlatan Castellejo.
That's
कौन
actually
था
one
वो?
of the Castello, yeah.
Castello, हाँ.
So that's one of the reasons why Pioli is not playing some of the players because he knows key problem होएगी खेलने में. Giroud, pass it out.
Okay.
Krunic, take a shot. तीनों भैया तीनों शॉट साथ में ले लो एक ही बॉल
अरे
का.
यार, एक
ले
ही
आओ
पास पहुंच के. You can't oh man, that's a poor shot, bhai. It's a
ले
poor
आओ
shot.
come on. Giroud was open and
Ah,
onside.
wow.
Open and onside. Oh, no need to take that shot, Rafael. No need. See, this is the thing. अब actually both दोनों teams के साथ हो गया है, but they have to take their chances. Inter hasn't taken
Exactly.
their chances. Milan hasn't taken their chances.
Mm. Um, Adri bhai, hi, how are you? Z bhai, Inter versus AC Milan like Mohun Bagan versus East Bengal. Yeah, definitely bhai. It's comparable. बहुत ही
Milan is
खतरनाक
constant
rivalry
attack
है.
right now. Constant attack, Milan.
Yeah.
अरे मेरे भाई लेआओ कहाँ
Oh
जा रहे हो तू?
man, matching the penalty of Kepa Arrizabalaga. You might have seen that game Liverpool versus Chelsea where it went till the final and
I
11
missed that
11.
one.
Oh bhai, but come
11,
on.
11 penalty kicks.
Yeah,
So,
seriously. And towards the very end, Kepa went on to take the penalty and उसने sky कर दिया.
so then who won?
Liverpool won it.
Oh, Liverpool did win.
Yeah,
I for some
Liverpool
reason
won it.
thought Chelsea won.
नहीं, एक्चुअली चेल्सी में गोलकीपर जो मिंडी खेल रहा था उसको
Yeah,
मैनेजर टुकिल ने चेंज करके केपा अरिज़ाबलागा को लाया बिकॉज़ ही इज अ पेनल्टी किक स्पेशलिस्ट.
right. I
But then
remember.
he conceded 11 penalties and missed his. So
Wow. I remember Kepa and his whole equation with Maurizio Sarri when he
yeah,
asked
वो
him to come off
भाई.
and then he didn't. Come on,
Yeah.
कैसी score?
ले-
कोई तो score करो. अंदर box
Good
में भी pass ही करते
chance.
रहोगे.
Oh man.
Let's
वैसे
go,
Inter
Cassie.
fell back to defend nicely.
Yeah, they did, but
Uh,
Milan should be taking these shots. They definitely should be taking
chances.
these. Theo, come on,
Theo,
boys.
good run. Wow. Shit. Intensity बढ़ रही है अब गेम की, you know?
Yeah, for sure. 30 minutes in, there's
Hmm.
definitely a
Hmm.
lot of back and forth. But Inter are a little bit more clumsy on possession. Milan are a lot, they look a little bit more clinical in their attack. And I think Inter's also committing a lot of guys up front because जब Milan attack करा almost ऐसे लग रहा है जैसे Inter का 10 down है जैसे किसी
Yeah.
एक प्लेयर को रेड कार्ड मिला इतनी ओपन स्पेस है मिलान
Space.
के पास.
हाँ.
Fikayo Tomori is on screen. Interesting story. He was born and brought up in Canada. So he's a
Wow.
Canadian player, but he
Yeah.
is playing for England. By the way,
Hmm.
Canada की team भैया World Cup में जा रही है. So
हाँ.
अपने
Seriously.
players अपने players बहुत अच्छे हो गए हैं. Jonathan Davis तो है ही,
Yeah.
ठीक है ना. उसके बाद लील में Jonathan Bamba वो है
Jonathan Bamba.
Jonathan David, sorry.
Yeah, David
Alfonso
is there.
Davis, sorry, I mixed the two names.
Alfonso Davies.
Yeah,
अच्छा, ठीक
Alfonso
है.
Davies on the left. We now have Jonathan David, who plays for Lille
Hmm.
as a striker. AC Milan
Yeah.
is actually interested in him for about 60 million. They're considering making a move for him. So
Hmm.
दो Canadian players तो यही हैं. और भी कनाडा के प्लेयर्स काफ़ी इम्प्रूव हो रहे हैं. टीम भी इम्प्रूव हो रही है.
Hmm.
अभी नंबर 1 है. एक मैच अगर जीत गए अपना मार्च
Hmm.
24th को अगेंस्ट हॉन्डुरस आई थिंक मैच,
Yeah.
Canada will be in the Qatar World Cup for the first
ओ
time in
भाई साहब.
I think in its history maybe. I don't think
Oof.
Canada ने कभी भी वर्ल्ड कप फाइनल्स में जाके खेला है.
मैंने भी नहीं सुना.
और 2026 में तो कनाडा में वर्ल्ड कप है along with US and Mexico.
Wow. That's going to be interesting.
So football is improving in Canada. That's why I'm also doing this. Let's go. Nice touch, Florenzi. Lovely touch. Benacer Kude. Nice work. Kessie sitting all the way back.
That's what Casey does, and probably
Yeah.
इसीलिए Barca is wanting to go for him because he can provide that composure in the center of the
Kessie
park.
is a
But,
very, very good pickup. If Barcelona can get
hmm.
him,
Hmm.
uh, he will fit right in. He'll be a solid player for you guys. If he has the same
Yeah.
form that he had last season with Milan,
Yeah,
you're
last
getting
season
like
was good.
you're getting a potential superstar
Yeah.
because if he's in the right
And that for
environment, has the
free.
right exposure, and that for free exactly. It's a
Yeah.
little they're after him. I was surprised. I thought he was gonna want to go to the Premier League because he wants to
Yeah.
be in an English speaking environment. But the fact that he's going to Barcelona in
And Abhi,
Spain, that
it's
surprises me.
not done. It's not done. Kush, we are working on it. I mean, yeah, like कि negotiation कैसे in and out चलते हैं. It takes time. But Barca is very, very interested in this guy. And I've heard people over here were talking about Christensen to Barcelona, almost a done deal. And I'm really happy that we have secured a great signing, man. We badly needed some defenders. And if Christensen to Barca is a done deal, I'll be very happy if that happens. And yeah, Pradeep is saying Barca, AC Milan, Arsenal might look bang average today, but they'll be world class in the future. Inter doesn't have the legs and stamina for 90 minutes. Okay. प्रदीप what do you think? प्रदीप भाई का यहाँ पे कमेंट था कि
Yeah, Pradeep.
मिलान आर्सेनल बारसा अभी एवरेज लग रहे हैं
Yeah,
बट लेटर
I
वर्ल्ड
have.
क्लास बनेंगे.
आर्सेनल का मुझे नहीं पता इतना. पर
हम्म,
बार्सिलोना और एसी मिलान का तो मिलान I can give you guys a guarantee it's going to be a different image of this club in the next maybe 3 years. So just wait and watch, or be a part of it and become a fan. But Barcelona also seems like a very similar thing as you're mentioning that they have the young guys are creating
Young
something. So
guys.
I think Barcelona probably needs a little bit more of that mature leadership, which
Hmm.
someone like Frankesi can really provide them on the field. Things changed for Milan when Ibrahimovic came on. Things have
Yeah,
been really good
exactly.
with Milan when Giroud's been here. So you need that experience no matter how good your team is as a young team.
And that's why, Kush, that's why Barca went to sign Dani Alves. I mean, there's no point in having
Exactly.
that like 38,
There's a
39 years
reason.
old Dani Alves, but that's what
They know
this guy.
exactly what they're doing.
Yeah. Look at Rafael Leao. Man, he's
Yeah.
pulled down. He's pulled down. That's a foul.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's a yellow card.
Leao
Wow.
ki speed is next level.
Seriously. And somebody over here was comparing him to Kylian Mbappe. Leao slightly plays like Kylian Mbappe.
His he actually he mentioned it. He's like my dream player, like my the idolized players for him are Mbappe and Ronaldo, and he has similar characteristics in terms of his
Yeah.
pace, his ability to dribble the ball. He's good with his headers. So lamba ladka hai. So
Mm.
he has all the makings to be a really really good player.
Powerful player. Hmm.
So yeah, solid. मतलब next level
Do you
का
have a
winger हो
feeling?
सकता है.
Do you have a feeling that Rafael Leao might end up leaving because if he wants to get a step up in his career, or maybe he can stay?
See
अभी के
the,
लिए
the
नहीं, अभी I think he's gonna stay, but later on, 2 years later.
I think the benefit for Milan with a lot of these players, Benacer, Theo Hernandez, Rafael Leao, all is that they're early 20s. So अगर ये लोग मिलान के साथ 4 साल भी रह लेंगे 5 साल भी रह लेंगे they're still only going to be entering their 26s 27s, which means कि these guys are going to be entering their peaks at that time. So for Milan, if they stay, which I think they should, the future is pretty much set. And I don't think Leao is going to leave because आज जो उसने statement दिया, he said, I want to win trophies with Milan, I want to
Mm.
stay here. But to be honest, कैसी ने भी same बातें बोली थी last year, फिर वो भी
Yeah.
कट रहा है यहाँ से. तो someone like Liao, I hope he stays. To answer Pradeep's question, the second part, Inter doesn't have legs
Yeah.
and stamina. I would actually have to agree with that to some degree because
Mm.
they're, as we already mentioned in the pre-match, is that they are playing their usual team. This is their usual 11 that they play in the Serie A. So this team just played a few days ago, and you're already playing them again. So I think it might be a little tiring for them. ये क्या move थी मुझे समझ में नहीं आया पर ठीक है.
बहुत बुरा था. And that's what actually happened in the game against Liverpool. Inter played a good game against Liverpool in the starting first 50, 60 minutes. They were attacking. They had a couple of chances. Çalhanoğlu hit the woodwork. But then उसके बाद से जहाँ थोड़े से changes किए क्लॉप ने ना, he improved his midfield, थोड़ा सा work rate बढ़ाया. वहाँ पे खत्म हो गई इंटर. And that's what their problem has been, keeping up with the pace of the game for the entire 90. Because even Perisic, he cannot run for the entire 90 game. You will ask Brozovic to do the same, he won't be able to do that. And up top, though, you cannot make Zeko run. So
Yeah,
that's
the
one
thing
of
with
the.
Inter also at the same time is that Inter has been playing in the Champions League for a few seasons now. So
Hmm.
Joe Inki performances, they should be doing a lot better than this because they have had consistent experience. They're the league title, the league winners. Milan, when they played against Liverpool, we played our first match in the Champions League in 7 years, and Milan almost
Hmm.
won that game and almost drew that game. I think that game ended 3-2 for Liverpool. And when Inter played
Hmm.
against Liverpool, we saw they were pretty much outplayed by Klopp
Yeah.
eventually. At least the
Yeah.
results showed that.
Hmm.
So, I mean, obviously, मेरा bias है थोड़ा, so मैं थोड़ा over critical तो होऊंगा. But I'm also, being realistic. Uh, Not the best.
Why nowadays the Serie A teams struggle in UCL? Is it because they are slow compared to the other league teams? Is it so,
So
Kush?
I'll say two things about this. पहली बात तो ये है कि एक जो perception है ना सेरिया की, ये बिल्कुल inaccurate है कि slow है, ये है,
Hmm.
boring है.
बहुत डिफेंसिव
मैं
है.
मैं बहुत साल से सेरिया देख रहा हूँ और
Hmm.
if you look at one important statistic from this season, if you give me a second, I could probably even pull it up on my phone. And that
Hmm.
important statistic is this season, number one goals scored has been in Serie A, and
Okay.
749 goals scored this season. Number two
Nice.
is Liga, which has
Hmm.
686. Serie A has 749, and the number two league has 686. And just
Wow.
Premier League का सब बहुत प्यार करते हैं, that's 681.
Yeah.
La Liga 625. Serie A has almost 125 more goals than La Liga, and
Hmm.
people think it's boring. And if you look at the points between the top two teams,
Yeah.
between the top two teams,
Yeah.
the difference in points, Serie A is the least 2 point difference between the top
Yeah.
two teams.
Yeah.
बाकी सारी लीग में 6 points, 10 points, 13 points.
क्लियर
So
है. हम्म.
जितनी ज्यादा um, जितनी ज्यादा इंटरेस्टिंग सेरिया अभी है और पिछले लास्ट सीजन भी थी एट द लास्ट डे उतनी इंटरेस्टिंग मेरे ख्याल से कोई भी लीग अभी एट दिस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम तो नहीं है इन टर्म्स ऑफ दीज नंबर्स. सो एक रेप्यूटेशन जो सेरिया की बन गई है आई रियली वांट टू बी a part of like breaking that type of an image of the league itself because it's just not true.
Yeah.
750 goals compared to 686. So that tells you something. Are they slow? I don't think the word is slow. I think the word is technical. Serie A
Hmm.
tends to be a lot more technical. Jab Andrea Pirlo came to the US, he came to coach in, I think he came to coach New York City. Goal. Oh, bach gaya beta.
कौन
Oh,
है कि
bach
कहना
gaya
अभी?
Milan.
What's your
Milan goal.
timeline?
Uh, I think abhi
30.
break aa rahi hai, but almost that was
Okay.
almost a goal. Oh, Rafael Lea almost conceded an own goal, but actually he did clear it, so not bad. That would count more as a clearance. I'll come
Set
back
piece है
to
यहाँ पे. Yeah.
I'll come
Yeah.
back to
Okay.
Andrea
Okay.
Pirlo, New York, but let's
हाँ.
watch this Chalanoglu
Uh,
corner kick. Hakan,
that was close.
nice kick. Oh, all right. कुछ नहीं हुआ उसके corner kick से.
Man. Yeah.
So going back to Andrea Pirlo, when Andrea Pirlo, coming back to Nikhil's question, when Andrea Pirlo was coaching in the
Hmm.
US, he was coaching New York City FC. And then he would go to
Hmm.
like the smaller leagues and watch, कि लोग neighborhood leagues में क्या हो रहा है लोगों के छोटे मतलब शहर की neighborhood leagues में. And he said that in all the leagues that I've been to watch local football, everyone seems to be focused on getting result and doing it fast. कहता सारी
Yeah.
obsession कोचेस में छोटे यंग बच्चों के साथ 11-12 साल के जो बच्चे हैं उनके साथ सबकी ऑब्सेशन है तेज तेज खेलो और गोल करो.
गोल करो.
कहते
Hmm.
टेक्निक पे किसी का फोकस नहीं है कि
Hmm.
तुम्हें अपने क्रूनिच come on Rade, that should have been a goal. Too much space in front of Krunic. He should have converted that one for sure.
They're actually building
Technical,
up very nicely.
yeah, Milan is playing really well actually. Come on,
Oh, bhai,
man, you have
that
to
was a
take a
very
better
good
shot.
build up. Oh shit! Oh man,
Ibrahimovic की
that's a
टोपी
poor
बहुत सही.
miss. That's a poor miss.
Theo
Are
Hernandez is going to take the corner kick now.
uh,
Almost 40 minutes in, 0-0.
yeah, but I think that probably would
Hernandez.
have been an offside.
No, I don't think it was offside. Theo,
That cross on the
someone,
far
anyone.
right. Yeah.
Nice defense. Nice work, Benacer. Oh, lovely pickup, Barella. Lovely. टेक्निक पे किसी का फोकस नहीं था. पिरलो वाज वेरी क्रिटिकल ऑफ
Hmm.
दैट कि यहाँ पे किसी का भी टेक्निक पे फोकस नहीं है, सबका फोकस है जीतो जीतो. And
Hmm.
so that's the difference between Serie A and other leagues is that it's not about pace, it's more about um, more focused on technique, which sometimes feels
Technique.
slow, but I think it's beautiful to watch. It's like
Yeah.
that Barcelona, not that Barcelona team, wo to kamal thi, but La Liga maybe there's more focus on technique than pace.
Yeah.
In
Exactly.
English football, it's all about tempo and
Tempo.
scoring goals. Just like in
Hmm.
not I don't know how many
Electric
people watch it,
football.
but MLS में भी ऐसे ही होता है.
Yeah.
सारा टेम्पो पे फोकस है, जल्दी जल्दी और गोल गोल गोल. I actually just realized that my battery is running a little low on my computer.
Wow.
So let me just go grab my charger.
Charger. Yeah. Cool. Cool. No worries.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah. Guys, do let your comments come in. जैसे कि मुझे पता है कि मैनचेस्टर सिटी ने 2 गोल मार दिए भैया. 2 गोल्स हो चुके हैं सिटी के. नाइस. मजरावी क्रिश्चियनसन एस्पिलिकेटा कैसी डन नहीं भाई नासिश भाई अभी डन नहीं हुआ है. हेयर वी गो होना बाकी है. मजरावी प्रोबेबली ही इज क्लोज एंड कैसी इज आल्सो क्लोज. क्रिश्चियनसन की मैंने न्यूज़ सुनी है दैट कुछ रिपोर्ट्स कह रही हैं दैट ही इज डन. क्रिश्चियनसन लुक्स लाइक ही इज अ डन डील. उसके बाद से एस्पिलिकेटा का डन डील नहीं है अभी. एस्पिलिकेटा के बारे में स्टिल दे आर लुकिंग इफ ही विल एक्सेप्ट द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट और नॉट. तो ये एक चीज़ है. I won't still say कि it's a done deal, but we are close. We are close. Let's not forget that Arrigo Sacchi's AC Milan was one of the pioneers of the modern attacking football. Serie A is thus different from absolutely manav by Arrigo Sacchi's AC Milan. You know the whole football एक भाई cultural एक revolution एक बहुत बड़ा change in terms of playing football Sachi ने लाया था, and a lot of managers have made Arrigo Sacchi's tactics and उसके style को अपनाया है, and they have based their tactics upon this lad. तो yeah. मिलान बहुत सारे टीम्स के लिए वो ब्लूप्रिंट बनी है इन टर्म्स ऑफ प्लेइंग स्टाइल यार. My views on Christensen Barca, bhai, that's a big move. हो जाए सोहम भाई, you know it. We have been talking about Christensen. I love that guy. So I think बहुत मजा आएगा, you know, if he's gonna be there. हाँ, here we go भी हो जाएगा भाई. नाजिश भाई, soon. Yeah. Uh, Perception that Syria is too defensive is wrong. Teams like Sassuolo, Fiorentina, Atlanta play ultra attacking. Yeah, absolutely, mere bhai. That is wrong perception. That's what Kush was telling us, yaar. Ki, you know, you look at the stat that they have scored the most goals. If they have scored the most goal, how can that be a boring football? How can that be too defensive? But yeah, defense has always been an important part when it comes to Syria. But they have been scoring goals as well. Man, Liao's running inside. Back touch. Oh man. So let's make her back touch. That was a
What's your
big
time
chance.
now?
42 minutes, 49 seconds.
You're pretty far back.
Yeah, I think I had to reload it once because it got crashed beach mein.
What's your time now?
Hmm.
Sorry, one more time.
43 minutes, 8 seconds. 9. Yeah.
So we'll adjust it during halftime.
Yeah.
Pretty good first half though. Lots of
Yeah.
attacks. What are the stats like? 53%
Yeah.
possession, 47. Surprisingly, Milan has been pretty dominant. Usually Inter will dominate possession. Milan will be a little bit more on the counter attack,
Yeah.
but
That's
Milan
how
has
it
been
is.
dominant. 7
Milan had
shots.
more shots. They have more shots inside the box, 3 shots inside the box.
Right,
And
7 shots, but only one on target. That's
one,
the problem, right? 5
yeah.
off of target. So that's the issue.
They missed some easy chances. I mean, Radek Runic wala shot that should have been on target. It was a very good opening.
No doubt. Should have
Uh,
been. 2
passing
corner kicks for
accuracy,
Milan.
passing accuracy hasn't been good for AC. Neither it has been good for Inter. You know, 82%, 86%. That's all right. Yeah,
But I'm actually pleasantly surprised by Milan's performance. I thought, considering the fact कि इन्होंने Salernitana के against points drop करे, फिर
yeah.
इन्होंने Udinese के against points drop करे, I
Mm,
would have thought that maybe they will be a little bit lacking in confidence.
mm.
But then again, Inter has also dropped points in both of those rounds. So both teams have been
Not
scrappy,
at their
which is why
best. Yeah.
Napoli is now the number 1 team in the league.
I mean, and Napoli right now is back with all the players. SBD Unko, they don't have any problem, especially when you look at their players. Everyone is fit and fine to play. I think just Anguissa is a bit of a problem, but I think they have got it covered.
The thing about Napoli is कि really nobody is ever convinced by them, ever.
Mm.
उनके
Mm.
साथ वो आता ही नहीं belief that they're gonna be able to put it, beyond the finish line. You almost always feel like that it's gonna be another one of those stories with Napoli that in the last 4 or 5 games of the season they're somehow gonna manage to mess it up.
Mm.
So hopefully, I mean, I won't say hopefully that's not the case. I want them to do well because I actually do like Napoli as a club
Yeah. Okay.
because they're one of those clubs that is no fancy glitter. They're
Hmm.
just pure scouting, big,
Hardworking. Yeah.
yeah, hardworking. It's not like they have a lot of big name players just running to join them.
Yeah.
So it would be nice to see them do well, but not, obviously not better than Milan. That's for sure.
Yeah. Actually.
So it looks like it's halftime now. Yes, halftime.
मेरे में भी बच रहा है. Yeah. What are the changes that you would do, guys? Those who are watching, do remember to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. And meanwhile, while you are at it, do remember to check out the Milan Corner. लिंक मेरे डिस्क्रिप्शन में होगा। साथ ही साथ लेट मी नो अबाउट द चेंजेस दैट यू want to do in the second half, if there are any for your team, you can let me know. Baki Kush, anything that you want to change in this Milan team? Probably they have बढ़िया खेला उन्होंने, given the lineup, given the players that they have used up till now, they have played good football, they have attacked, clear cut chances नहीं बनी दोनों टीम के थ्रू, वैसे clear cut chances नहीं बनी, but they have had their shots and all. Milan just having one shot on target, Inter ने दो shots on target लिए हैं, but looking at the bench, what do you expect in the second half? किसको आना चाहिए यहाँ पे to change the game?
Honestly, I think Milan has the same problem that they've had for multiple games, which is they need to finish their opportunities. अगर इनको chance मिल रहा है goal करने का, and you're right in front of goal, you have no defenders there, you have to do a better job. You have to at least hit the target. And they haven't a lot of the time. So it's not necessarily a player change that might make the change. It actually has to be the existing players जो अभी खेल रहे हैं उनको figure out
Yeah.
करना पड़ेगा कि हम goal कैसे करें. Because they've actually performed pretty well. They've been much better than I would have thought. So I'm actually relieved to see that, because they need a confidence boost before the Napoli match. Because for me, ठीक है, Coppa Italia semi-final है, it's important, but nothing is more important than the league. So if they
Yeah.
can get good result today, they can pick up some points. They can pick up a good, score line today. That will give them a boost for the match against
Yeah.
Napoli, and they desperately need it. So
Definitely.
that's why I'm happy to see how they've performed in the first half. Junior Messias instead of Alexis Salamakers will probably be a change Pioli might make, but I think
Yeah.
Junior Messias, right there.
Messias is one guy. Probably I want to see
Yeah,
Brahim Diaz also come on in the second half. I think Krunic की जगह पे Brahim Diaz को भी हम ला सकते हैं. He's young and he's very important player for Milan team. So
no doubt,
they're
no doubt.
saving
You're
him
you're you're
for the
absolutely
Napoli
right.
game. Yeah,
No, I
but
think he'll
Brahim
bring
has
him
to.
on now. I think he'll
Yeah.
he'll bring him on around probably the 60th minute, maybe 65. He'll bring Brahim Diaz on, depending on how the game is going. But I think he'll bring him on if the scoreline is 0-0. I think Milan wants to get at least a 1 goal lead today. I would think. I would be very happy to see if that happens, but let's see.
Uh, what's your favorite team in La Liga? Oh wow, good question. Kush.
Favorite team in La Liga. So जब मैं फीफा खेलता था ना करियर मोड पे, तो शुरुआत कोई छोटे क्लब के साथ करने का अच्छा लगता था. कोई प्रीमियर लीग का लीग tier 4 क्लब के साथ शुरू करो, started from the bottom and then slowly rise. Anytime I would get an offer from Real Madrid, I would be very happy. जब भी मैड्रिड की white jersey पहनने की opportunity मिलती थी, I would be happy. I won't really call them my favorite club, because I don't think I really have a favorite club outside of AC Milan. Obviously, being from Toronto, I obviously care about the Toronto FC team, who played really well under another Italian player. But in La Liga, I would say probably, if that gives you an answer, Real Madrid was a nice team to play for.
Does give us an answer.
Yeah.
Yeah. एक मिनट जी भाई, कुछ भाई pick one of Ajax 70s, AC Milan of 90s, and Barca of the 2010s.
यार Ajax 70s के लिए तो फोन करना पड़ेगा इंडिया में नानी नानू को. वो तो मुझे पता नहीं कि कैसे खेलते थे.
वो
हम
बस हमने हिस्ट्री सुनी है कि that was the best time and all. So
हाँ,
basically we haven't seen
historically,
them play, obviously.
I think I'm
You have
biased.
हाँ, you have seen that Milan time of 90s, right? You तो फिर मैंने बारसा का वो वाला टाइम देखा है, the best times.
I think the residual Milan players from the 90s I saw. I didn't see that Milan of the 90s,
Yeah.
but Maldini, Ambrosini, some of these 90s players, I did watch them play. Shevchenko. So these were the big names during those days. Dida, Christian
Yeah.
Abbiati. So there were some big names that I saw.
Big
So
names.
I think I'm biased, but I mean that's the interesting thing about comparing eras, right? You can never actually get a clear answer, because it's not like कि वो 90s की
Yeah.
मिलान की टीम ने उस बार्सिलोना टीम को खेला था, but वो बार्सिलोना टीम was something else. Iniesta, Xavi, Messi, Thierry
Yeah.
Henry, Samuel Eto'o, those guys. I mean, that was something. And the back line was Piqué
Puyol,
at his best, Victor Valdez,
Dani Alves, Abidal. Yeah,
Dani
seriously.
Alves, yeah, Jordi Alves. That's the thing. So that team was also really special. But I think, yeah, I think I'll go with Milan.
Yeah, fair enough. I won't blame you. I'll definitely go with Barca because that's one of the best team that we all have seen. But Satvik is saying Xavi already had talks with Kessie about his new project and Kessie's role in that project, and he's extremely excited to join Barca after that conversation with Xavi. Wow. Mm.
But मैं एक बात बोलूँगा back to the previous comment कि मेरे
Okay.
को at the end when you said you pick Barca, I'm not gonna just let that go. I have to say
Okay.
something about it. उस 90s के मिलान टीम का सक्सेस और बार्सिलोना की टीम का सक्सेस I think 90s की मिलान टीम का ज़्यादा सक्सेस था if we look back. I think they made more Champions League finals appearances. They won more Champions League titles. Uh,
Longevity was more, you can say. Barca का
yeah, I
actually
think
peak था and dip था, but
exactly right. That's why he said 2008 to 2011, whereas with
mm,
Milan, he said
the whole
90s
decade.
because
Yeah.
it started from 89 and it ended in 2007. That's
I
when
saw.
that Milan ended. So that
Yeah.
is 18 years. So you're almost saying 2 decades it lasted compared to Barcelona's, 4 or 5 decade team,
Yeah.
which was a ridiculous team. And unka bhi 4-5 nahi tha. 2008 to 2015 tak Barcelona was good. You won the
Ah,
Champions League, I think,
seriously.
2015. So 7 years.
2015 and even we had back to back La Liga wins. We हाँ ठीक है हम Champions League में उसके बाद से खराब performance दिए थे, but then we were doing good in La Liga. We were doing
Yeah,
good
so
in
that's also
the
almost
cup
a
as well.
10-year span for
No, yeah,
Barcelona too. But
it
Milan
does
ka
make a
18 saal tha. But now we can move on.
yeah. Okay, चलो ठीक है, fair enough.
Xavi have already talked. Oh, Kessie. Yeah, I mean, I think Kessie's gone. Uh,
Hmm.
that's just my take, because I've seen this movie play before. I saw it happen with Gianluigi Donnarumma. I
Hmm.
saw it happen with Hakan Çalhanoğlu. Every season, it seems like there's a player that is leaving. That is a big time player for the team, and I think this time it's going to be Kessie. I can see it. Only problem is कि Kessie has not really been performing that well. So ऐसे हो ना कि कोई प्लेयर बहुत ज्यादा अच्छा खेल रहा है आपके लिए consistently and you're like please मत जा मत जा मत जा. Çalhanoğlu when he left, we didn't really care that much. Kessie, the way he's been playing this season, and the fact that we have Sandro Tonali and Benacer in the midfield, sure, he can leave. I wish him all the best.
Yeah.
Good memories, but I have no regrets. Same time with Donnarumma, that's a player that hurt.
Hmm. Exactly.
जब वो गया, that hurt us because he was the best goalkeeper in Italy by far, and he was an instrumental player for us in goal.
Yeah.
एंड लोगों को ये लग रहा था कि यार अब फिर से हमारा वो फेज ना आ जाए गोल कीपिंग डिपार्टमेंट में कि पूरी टीम अच्छा खेल रही है बस गोल लीक कर रहा है गोलकीपर.
Goalkeeper. हाँ.
एंड जैसे ही हमने पहले मैच में माइक मैनियो को खेलते हुए देखा, immediately everyone was like this might actually work. And
Yeah.
as the season has gone by, he has proven to be something special. If you guys don't watch AC Milan play that much, Mike Maignan is special.
Yeah, seriously. When you, I have actually seen the few games of Lille. जब वो Lille पे था, because that season Lille won the league on. So he was very very instrumental. My Magnon के जो saves record थे, percentage थे and everything, they were very very high. And I was actually thinking कि what if the top teams in Europe come and call him, take him. तो वही हुआ. And उस season फिर Mike Magnon गए and फिर उनका manager गया who made them win the league on. उसके बाद से Lille is now dropped down.
Yeah,
तो
which
काफी
was
ज़्यादा
expected. Usually, big
yeah
teams के साथ ऐसे ही होता है. It
yeah.
happened with Leicester City in the
Yeah,
Premier League. Those players and all went to Manchester City, so that happens. But if they have good scouting, the way they've been able to, because Rafael used to be at Lille as well. All the
yeah,
Renato Sanchez, revived his career at Lille. So if Lille has good scouting departments, they'll be back probably in 3 years again.
definitely. Yeah, they've got good players, man. यहाँ पे Rohan is asking about Renato Sanchez and Noah Lang considered the next Neymar join Milan next season. Yeah, have you heard about Noah Lang? Man,
Never
he's a
heard
very
the
good
name.
player. Very,
Yeah,
very young, 20, 21 years of age. Winger, attacker. He's young, he's fast,
but
he's
very good
tall.
कहाँ पे मतलब फीफा में तेज भागता है या गेम भी
नहीं नहीं
अच्छी
नहीं
खेलता है?
नहीं नहीं फीफा में तो मैं इसको खेला नहीं आज तक
अच्छा.
आई हैव सीन हिम इन द चैंपियंस लीग ही हैज बीन गुड एंड वन ऑफ द अपकमिंग प्रोस्पेक्ट्स उतना ज्यादा बर्स्ट नहीं किया एक्सप्लोसिवनेस वाला कोई ऐसे परफॉर्मेंस नहीं दिया बट ही हैज शोन दैट ही कैन बी causing problems for the other opposition and he has whenever he has played against the other teams he has been the difference maker so a constant threat at the up top and जहाँ तक मैंने भी सुना है कि there are a lot of teams that are wanting to have Noah Lang अभी कोई solid offer नहीं है but Milan was also one of them who are looking at him साथ ही साथ Renato के बारे में तो we have an idea.
Yeah, yeah, Rohan. The thing with Renato Sanchez is the thing with Milan is they don't have that much money. They just don't.
Mm,
चाहे कुछ भी कोई भी कह
mm,
ले, इनके funds बड़े limited available हैं because they are actually owned by the bank right now. They're not even owned by an ownership group
uh,
because the previous owner wasn't able to pay his bills. The bank stepped in and the hedge fund stepped in and took over the team, and basically Milan की value at one point in time 700 million के आसपास हो गई थी.
mm.
8 साल पहले it was probably around 1 billion. Then it
Nice.
dropped down to about 700 million. So now what the current ownership is doing is they've bought that at 700 million. They're trying to invest just enough. ऐसे नहीं कि 400 million देते हैं साल. नहीं,
Mm,
80 million budget, 90, 100 million budget. That's what they're offering. Trying to improve the value of the club, bring it to about that 1.3, 1.4 mark. And then they're going to probably start looking at sellers. They're not going to hold
yeah,
on to this club forever.
yeah.
So Joe Nam, Renato Sanchez, Noah Lang, all these guys, Milan will only go for cheaper options that have good upside.
Mm,
They're not going
yeah.
to be splurging cash on players. They don't have the money to
Mm.
do it. So
And they
that's why
never
someone like
had.
Renato.
Kush, what was the most expensive signings? Like we have been watching them for quite a while. Recently, we have seen them make some very क्या कहते हैं उसको under the radar signings. But previously, they have made pulled off some great signings. They have brought Kaka in, Alexandro Pato in, but wasn't that some like lucrative signings? तो थी नहीं ऐसी बहुत ज़्यादा पैसा spend कर दिया on a player like that. They
So
have made
AC
some
Milan
sensible
की
signings only.
जो previous ownership group था Milan का, they were owned by Silvio Berlusconi. Silvio Berlusconi
Mm.
was also the former prime minister of Italy.
Yeah.
So he's a legendary guy. In the 1980s, AC Milan was basically pretty much bankrupt, and they were going to drop
Mm.
down into Serie B. They were really bad. They actually went back to Serie B, then they fought and came back to Serie A. He took over the team, and उसके पास काफी पैसा था. I think he runs like a sport media set, like a TV channel. So what he did was he pumped in a lot of money in Milan back in the 80s and 90s. Us time pe, he brought in Van Basten, Rijkaard, all these
Mm.
big names that he pulled into the club, and then he turned it into a historical franchise through their wins in the 80s and 90s. But in the tail end, from 2000 onwards, they didn't really have that much money because Italian football in itself doesn't have as much money as it used to
Yeah.
because
Seriously.
ratings are low. Up, you can't even watch it in India. The
Yeah.
fact कि उनकी demand इतनी कम हो गई है, so that's why their TV rights are pretty low. Last year, the number one team in Serie A, the team that won made about 65 million. In the Premier League, I think the number 20 team made about 60 something million, if I'm right. So yeah,
Mm.
number one is making the same as Premier League ki number 20. So that's the problem with Serie A is they don't have the funds. So when you're saying कि Milan ने lucrative signings इतनी नहीं है, yeah, but they're also never really known to be a very lucrative signing club. They've just made the right moves. Like
Yeah.
Shevchenko was a big signing, but if you look at Kaka was only like 8 million,
Mm.
and then they end up selling him for about 70 million.
Yeah.
Same thing with Pato. It was more scouts. So PSG का जो scout है, जो main बंदा है, Leonardo, he used to play
Yeah.
for AC Milan. He was Milan's chief Brazilian scout. So he would scout in
Mm.
Brazil because he has a background in Brazil. So he found Kaká, he found Pato, and he found Thiago Silva. All three
Mm.
signings came from Leonardo before he then moved to PSG and is now their main guy.
Yeah.
So yeah, Milan's never really been a very lucrative signing club, I would say.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. That's very insightful. So, guys, you can keep your comments coming in, and meanwhile, you can also check the Milan corner. Link in the description. Mein hai. Do drop a sub. How was Alexandro Pato when he played for AC Milan? Alexandro Pato, man, he's मेरा एक काफी one of the favorite players रहा है. But then his story is very very interesting, getting in a lot of things. Had he focused himself on just football, मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि he would have been a very great player. But his injury and his kind of a playboy wala thoda sa uska side cost him his
So
career, but then he was there to enjoy
Pato
the
का
game.
I would actually disagree. उसका playboy वाली
Yeah,
side कितनी problem नहीं थी because he did date, as I mentioned, Silvio Berlusconi. He was dating
yeah,
Silvio Berlusconi's daughter, Barbara
daughter,
Berlusconi. Yeah.
हाँ.
So अगर अगर प्रेसिडेंट की बेटी को डेट करा है तो फिर प्लेबॉय वाली साइड तो नहीं निकाल सकते अपनी,
नहीं
वो
वो
तो बिल्कुल
आया
उसको.
जब ही वेंट टू चाइना वो उधर बहुत कुछ आया एंड व्हेन ही वाज एट अदर प्लेसेस चेल्सी एंड ऑल
चेल्सी में था, या.
इधर इधर से सीन इधर तक सीन ठीक था व्हेन ही शिफ्टेड उस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम से, क्योंकि काफी सारी न्यूज में एक्चुअली एक वीडियो भी कवर किया था, वाज टॉकिंग अबाउट द लेजेंड हु फेल्ड टू मेक देयर मार्क.
Right,
तो
right,
वहां पे
right.
आई रेड अबाउट दैट ही वाज इन्वॉल्वड ओवर देयर विन मेनी मॉडल्स एंड
So
एवरीथिंग.
Pato की actually story is very interesting, really quick because the players वापस आ रहे हैं.
Yeah.
Pato की story is more because what happened with Pato was he was a very skinny player, and he played really well. Had about a goal every other game, 100 matches, 50 goals. So he was scoring. Everything was perfect with him. Suddenly, I don't know, something happened that they decided to put on a lot of weight on him. So they actually made him train harder to actually put on some more muscle because he was getting out muscled while playing. That sudden increase in actually trying to put on, muscle mass started leading to a lot of injuries in his feet and in his legs. And I think thigh injuries, like everything to do with the bottom side, he started getting injuries with because of that sudden rapid increase in weight. After that, he was always injured. It was never that Pato fell out of form at Milan.
Yeah.
He's not playing well, he's not scoring goals. He just kept getting injured, kept getting injured. That never allowed to get him stay in rhythm, and obviously that affected his performances on the field. And eventually, Milan was like, "We have to sell him. It's done now. We've tried
Yeah.
multiple seasons." They had everybody working on him: scientists, sports scientists, chiropractors. Everybody was trying to work on him, but nothing seemed to actually make an impact. And then eventually,
Actually, I remember him scoring the goal against Barcelona. Like match start ही हुआ था, and there was a kickoff, and he just ran throughout the entire field and scored that stunning goal.
24
But we
seconds.
we end up defeating AC Milan, and we have defeated them in quite
नहीं नहीं
few
defeat नहीं था,
times.
2-2 था वो.
2-2 था, but then the
Yeah.
tie was over, I think. uh, हमने हमने राउंड ऑफ 16 में खेला है. आई रिमेंबर बारसा प्लेइंग एसी मिलान एट द पोटैटो फील्ड. 2-0 की लॉस थी, but then there was a return leg at Barcelona, and फिर वहाँ पे Messi went
4-0 I think.
crazy. 4-0 हो चुका था. At that point of time I was preparing for my 10th standard exam, or 12th was it, I do
नहीं,
not
I was
remember,
actually
but
in
yeah.
India.
Oh,
2-0
अच्छा.
जब मिलान जीता था, मैं इंडिया में मैच देख रहा था
हाँ
वाला.
हाँ,
And yeah, it was
okay.
really exciting because
Yeah.
Balotelli had just joined Milan. So
Yeah.
everyone had this like positive feeling towards AC Milan कि okay, you know what, अब हम ठीक हो जाएंगे. पर उसके बाद तो मिलान ऐसा खत्म हुआ कि अब जाके
Yeah.
वापस उठाए. But
Seriously.
that 2-0 match I remember.
Oh, bhai, that was a good chance,
ले आओ. Oh!
man.
अच्छा, तुम्हारा डिले है.
मेरा
Sorry,
46
मेरा
minute.
डिले है.
Yeah, 46 minute 15 seconds, like just a minute and 20 seconds in the game. Oh
46
bhai,
minutes 15 seconds.
20 seconds, 25.
Okay.
Yeah, and Seko is good in hold up play, and यहाँ पे कलुलो को काफी problem हो रही थी to keep himself standing. Okay. um Hi Amy's World, thank you so much for joining, guys. um yeah, Kush, my favorite food. Oh, nice. ठीक हो ना?
Favorite food, Shantanu. Favorite food. Honestly, मतलब इंडिया का जो गोवा में खाना खाया मैंने इस बार, पता नहीं कहाँ
क्या
मिलेगा ऐसा खाना.
क्या खाया आपने गोवा में?
Lots of shrimp,
Oh,
prawns,
you like
delicious food.
seafood?
I don't mind seafood, but अगर fresh हो और Goan style में cooked हो तो I mean the restaurants that I was in Goa, I was really impressed by the quality and everything. Very happy. But वैसे favorite food I would say Hakka Chinese, good,
Ah, okay,
right?
nice,
Mexican, tacos, nachos, all that
nice.
stuff. Indian तो है
सही
ही
है.
अपना.
इंडियन तो है ही है यार. मुझे नहीं पसंद है सी फूड, पता नहीं. मैं आई जस्ट ईट फिशेस बस. उसके अलावा फिश के अलावा आई ट्राइड क्रैब इन व्हेन आई वाज इन गोवा. सो 2-3 साल पहले आई वेंट ऑन अ ट्रिप विद माय फ्रेंड्स. तो वहां पे मैंने क्रैब ट्राई किया, बट देन दे आस्क यू टू ब्रेक हिज claws and eat it. I was like, nah, मुझसे नहीं हो रहा. And I was like, एक बार मैंने shrimp prawns try किए थे. They were very squishy, so I said no, I cannot have that. मैं फिर आगे कुछ try नहीं किया. I do not
Yeah,
even
would
know how
be.
people eat octopus and all. Oh, bhai.
So
I rather like the chicken.
I went to Panama. I stayed in
Ah,
Panama for like a little bit of time because मेरे को Spanish से काफी interest है. So I like Mexican like that type of food as well. So I went to Panama. I lived there for a little bit. तो वहाँ पे मेरे को कोई काफी solid restaurant में एक बंदे ने like he offered octopus. So I'm very adventurous with this stuff. Like I like to
अच्छा.
try anything. So for the first 21 years, I was a vegetarian. Never ate meat,
Whoa.
nothing. Yeah, yeah, nothing.
Nice.
कुछ भी नहीं खा सकता, not even eggs. So now
भाई साहब.
that I've flipped and I actually eat meat, now I'm curious to eat everything. But I said,
भाई, there
too
was
rich,
big
too rich, too rich.
chance.
Drew, come on, Alexis. Alexis Salamakers की ये सबसे बड़ी problem है.
Hmm.
He cannot finish.
Rushes
बस
into the shot. I
अपना
mean,
एक
there was an
अपना फिर से
opportunity,
टाइम
man.
स्टैम्प बता फिर से.
मेरा है 49 मिनट 3 सेकंड्स.
मैं ज़्यादा
वेयर आर यू?
पीछे चला गया.
ज़्यादा पीछे हो
I
गए हो.
was
एक्चुअली
48,
मेरे
yeah, yeah.
मेरे में इसमें ना वो नहीं आ रहा है, रडर नहीं है, सो आई कैन नॉट शिफ्ट इट.
Right, right, right.
49 मिनट 15 सेकंड्स नाउ.
49-15. Yeah, that was I mean, that was not a very bad shot by Alexis, but
नहीं, when you will look at this, ये एंगल देखना. राइट हैंड साइड पे बहुत ज्यादा ओपनिंग थी. इट वाज टोटली एम्प्टी. अगर वहां पे सालिस मेकर राइट पे गया होता ना, इट वुड हैव बीन अ डेफिनेट गोल. अच्छा, so people are inviting me
Alexis.
to Dhaka and they'll feed me kachi biryani. Okay.
कच्ची बिरयानी.
कच्ची बिरयानी वो क्या होता है भाई? कच्ची बिरयानी क्यों खाऊंगा
हाँ.
मैं? पका के खिला दे भाई. Mexican quesadillas tacos is love. Oh यार भाई.
Yeah.
Never had.
You've never had
Uh,
quesadillas?
no, never. I've never
Solid,
been
man.
out of India, man. Never been
Okay,
out
so
of
when you
India.
step
Yeah.
out, then you have to go out, man. That's
Yeah.
my goal this year. I'm gonna be going to a few countries. Hopefully, वहाँ से video
Absolutely.
बनाऊंगा. Oh, by the way, which reminds me, I'm planning on going to Barcelona in May.
Whoa,
So I might actually go for Barcelona matches.
that's
I
great.
think I think May 22nd को उनका एक match है. So I'm gonna try and see that, and then do a road trip. Maybe go to Madrid and see a Madrid match. But let's see. बनता है कितना? बोल तो रहे हैं अभी.
Nice.
पर
अरे
हो
कुछ
सकता
do
है.
try to make a vlog, please. We'll be waiting to.
Something like that. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Done.
it would be great.
I'll feature on your channel. I'll put something together.
Uh, Definitely, we can have a call while you're over there watching the game. We can shoot something, some bit for us, and that would be great, bhai. And we would love to see. Please do make a
Yeah,
vlog
yeah,
for your
done,
channel.
done.
It would be great. बहुत अच्छा experience होता है. Nice,
Yeah,
यार.
for sure. People enjoy that. Art
Barcelona.
enters on
Oof.
attack. This looks like an open attack. Nope. Florenzi. Good defense.
Good
आ रहे हैं
interception,
भैया.
man. Nicely.
Chalanoglu, Chalanoglu. Perisic.
Uh,
Let's go clear it. Nice work. Alexis, clear the ball. Nice pass. Bra Ismail. Lovely. Calm play.
बहुत बढ़िया.
Beautiful boys.
Absolutely wonderful, man. The building out from the back. Look at that, bhai.
अरे यार कैसी तो है ही पर जो बेनासर है
Uh,
ना जिसने नंबर 4
uh,
पहना हुआ है वो
yeah,
बार्सिलोना में ऐसे फिट होता है एकदम
Benacer,
perfect.
right?
Like he's one of those typical like shorter players.
A
Excellent
quick
tiki
turn,
taka
touches.
kind of
Yeah.
passing. Yeah, quick touches, very calm on the ball, not impatient, doesn't get flustered. So he
Mm.
fits really well.
That has to be a yellow card for Florenzi. That's a bad tackle.
Probably, yeah, yeah. विदाल के
This
बाल अभी तक नहीं चेंज हुए.
नहीं वो तो अनु भाई कह रहे हैं दिस इज द लास्ट मैच बिफोर कैंप न्यू रेनोवेशंस. अच्छा ओके वो 20.
Oh, so that means it's gonna
हाँ
be all
हाँ
away
हाँ.
games.
They'll be shifting to a different stadium
They are?
because Camp Nou, yeah, because Camp Nou is gonna
Oh,
be
right. I see what you
renovated.
mean.
Uh,
Right. Okay. I
so
thought they're actually moving, like changing stadiums. They're not changing.
look what Vinicius is saying to you. If you come to Madrid, I'll be seeing you there.
Oh,
That's good, Vinny bhai.
yeah. विनी भाई भी देखते हैं.
Vinny bhai bhi hai idhar. We have a Vinicius Junior. We have Farzi Romano also. We have
Mm,
Bartumu over here. We have Papa Perez. We have all of these. We
nice,
have
nice.
Kuman. Yeah, we have got great legends present on the chats. Score is still 0-0, guys. Let me show you the screen. यहाँ पे थोड़ी freeze हो चुकी है, but yeah, this is the score. You can see कि Milan with 51% possession. They have 9 shots, 2 on target. कोई ऐसा क्लियर कट अपॉर्चुनिटी नहीं बना है, बट इट हैज बीन एंड टू एंड. दोनों टीमों ने पुश किया है, अपना बेस्ट खेलने को ट्राई किया, बट दे हैव डिफेंडेड नाइसली एंड दे हैव बीन रादर पुअर फिनिशिंग फ्रॉम बोथ द साइड. स्पेशली एसी मिलान कुड हैव finished their chances. Salzmaker got 2 good chances, but oh yeah, let's hope कि second half में things will improve. Uh, कुछ भाई डेम्बेले को ले आना, उठा के प्लीज 2-3 थप्पड़ मारना है उसे. You might know that story with Dembele, right? Because that's what is going on these days within the
I
Barca
heard he
fans.
doesn't want to be there. I heard
Yeah, he
that.
wasn't.
But कोई specific reason है क्या?
हाँ, मतलब लाइक वेजेस वाला थिंग है उसका. जो एजेंट ही saying कि he deserves much more money and वो अपने like he's entering the last months of his contract. तो
तो हम
Barca was
डेम्बेले और
wanting to renew
उसको
Dembele.
स्वैप कर लेते हैं ना,
Oh,
डेम्बेले और कैसी को, दोनों का
कैसी
सेम
हो डेम्बेले
प्रॉब्लम है.
को? No, you know what? Right now क्या हो रहा है? Right now Dembele is playing great. क्योंकि Javi has shown his full trust on Dembele since he has been here and has said कि Dembele when played on his position is one of the best players in that position. And last time he came out for 23 minutes, grabs 2 assists, gets a goal, changes the whole complexion of the game, man.
So then अब फैंस को कैसा लग रहा है, थप्पड़ अभी भी
फैंस
मारेगा?
तो या फैंस तो ऐसे पलटते हैं ना. they just
हाँ
need a good assist and fans तो पलट जाते हैं ऐसे. But
हाँ.
that's what we've been thinking. I've actually done a poll on the channel. Ki, would you like to keep Dembele now since he is playing good? And the fans were like, yeah, why not? So we'll have to wait and see.
बट
Barca
उसका
won't be giving.
कॉन्ट्रैक्ट कब खत्म, कॉन्ट्रैक्ट अभी खत्म है उसका?
बस या इस जून में खत्म है. Barca won't be offering
हम्म.
him a new contract. They have already presented the offer to him before. So if he has to stay, he has to accept that offer, or else he'll leave for free.
So बार्सिलोना की अब क्या सिचुएशन है फाइनेंशियली, एज इन लाइक आर दे एबल टू मेक द बिग मूव्स नाउ या अभी भी दे आर रिस्ट्रिक्टेड?
Yeah, Barca is in a lot of debt. वैसे तो 1.4 billion euros की debt थी, but
क्या
that
बात है.
they'll be paying off. Yeah, that they'll
Alexis,
be
nice
paying off
pass.
slowly.
Come on, someone has to be there. Theo, run. Nice work, Theo.
And that was a good cross. I
क्या
think that's a
ट्रेन आती
foul.
है थियो हर्नांडेज की.
That's a, looks like a foul or not.
इतना फिजिकल प्लेयर है ये.
Uh,
That's not a foul.
sometimes that is required, you know. Shoulder charge था. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He swept off Barella and he was off by. Yeah. So like I was saying, कि they signed Ferran Torres for 55 million euros, and they signed a few more players.
ये सही
Situation
डेट
a
है.
bit
हमारा
better
मिलान का जब डेट होता है तो कोई नहीं आ सकता. फ्री में लाने पड़ते हैं छोटे प्लेयर्स. वहां पे उनके डेट हमसे ट्रिपल होते हैं और वो 55 मिलियन की परचेस करते हैं.
नहीं पर that's what we have done. We have signed free players. फ्री में डैनियल विज लाया हमने, ट्रायोरे को लोन पे लाया हमने, ओबामेयांग को फ्री में साइन किया हमने. We have done great deals. फरहान टोरेस की जो डील है ना, we have apparently got him for free right now. हम उसकी पेमेंट्स करेंगे, वो भी पार्ट में करेंगे, 5 years में करेंगे, and that will begin from July. तो
Oh,
लाइक अभी जितनी
Kulich.
साइंस की है,
Come on.
totally free.
Lovely touch, but should have done
Oh, that's
more.
again bad finish, man. I need to see Ibrahim Diaz in this team now. Okay, Abhi.
हम्म. आ
Like I
जाएगा.
want to see Junior Messias coming on and Ibrahim Diaz. ये दोनों, man. Look at Ibra, yaar, the drip.
क्या उसकी जो टोपी है ना, वो एक उस पे लिखा है ना डी स्क्वायर्ड.
हाँ,
वो जो टोपी है उसकी, वो टोरंटो बेस्ड कंपनी बनाती है. कंपनी नहीं,
okay,
दो भाई हैं टोरंटो से है दोनों
okay.
भाई. अब वो दोनों भाई ट्विन्स हैं, दोनों मिलान में रहते हैं. सो दे हैव सम रियली नाइस क्लोथ्स, वेरी एक्सपेंसिव. बट जो ये
So,
इसकी टोपी है ना डी स्क्वायर्ड वाली, ओ भैया क्या कर रहे हो तुम लोग.
अरे
जो
यार,
इसकी टोपी है ये वाली विल प्रॉब्ली बी लाइक
हाँ.
10,000 रुपए की. आई
Oh,
वुड से मे बी 12,000 रुपए की. बिकॉज इसकी
just
एक
a
मैंने
cap.
ऑर्डर करी थी, ये वाली नहीं,
Oh,
बट एक अच्छी
okay.
कनाडा वाली थी, बहुत अच्छी थी.
Mm-hmm.
सो दे हैव सम एक्सपेंसिव स्टफ देयर फॉर श्योर,
Nice.
बट गुड प्रोडक्ट, गुड क्वालिटी.
Oh, nice.
रॉ
Raw marinated
मैरिनेटेड.
meat and rice cooked together.
तो कच्चा क्यों है, पका तो रहे हो ना.
उसको पता नहीं, maybe that's वो उसको वो
नाम
बोलते
होएगा.
हैं कच्ची बिरयानी. नाम ही होगा. Okay, raw
Yeah.
marinated meat and rice cooked together. Okay, chalo, thank you. Sure, I'm intrigued by.
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
in.
Ante Ripic or Perisic?
Uh, I
देखो,
mean,
for me, Rebic has been central player, but has played on that left as well. ठीक है. Perisic mostly he has been very consistent on that left hand side. By what would you say, Kush?
that's exactly what it is. But that does not look like a good thing with Mike
Oh,
Maignan. Lautaro Martinez dead stepped on his hand. It nothing wrong.
fuck.
He was going for the ball, but it looks like he dead stepped on his wrist. पूरा studs उसकी wrist पे उसने अपने land करे हैं.
And he's
तो
getting a yellow for
Maignan,
that as well.
Yeah, so Mania looks like he's in a lot of discomfort, and
Oh,
Martinez is also, standing on top of him, so he knows कि
uh,
थोड़ी injury ज़्यादा हो सकती है इसमें.
yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if Mania comes off now. I wouldn't be surprised.
ये है ना
Um, but
गोलकीपर आपका.
Perisic or Ante Rebic, yeah, different roles. Rebic is a little bit more like a second striker. He plays more like a
Yeah.
Lautaro Martinez kind of position, central role. But
Mhm.
अब मिलान की वजह से वो लेफ्ट पे खेल रहा है जब आता है कभी कभी.
Mhm.
Perisic is a very good player. I'm a
Yeah.
Perisic fan. I like him. He was good at Bayern the year they won the Champions League and everything. He's a reliable player. Um, but I think he's going to be leaving soon. Canadian
Perisic,
team
right?
humiliated USA 2-0 as well. Yes,
Ah.
Shantanu, exactly. 2-0 win. Surprising win. But USA की team थोड़ी अभी weak हुई हुई है.
Uh, who is better in dribble, Dembele, Vinicius Anthony, or Lucas Paqueta? Bro, we are comparing
क्या
very, very
बात है.
different players,
पाकेता यहाँ
man.
तक पहुँच गया. पाकेता तो
वही
मिलान
तो.
के लिए गया था तो 2 साल पहले.
And now Paqueta is being wanted by Leonardo at PSG because I have heard the rumors that he's very much interested in signing Lucas Paqueta and was like, man, क्या गजब boom हुआ है Paqueta का. I mean, like, Paqueta wasn't a success at AC Milan. He
Not
was
at
supposed to be a
all.
very good signing, very good player. You know, the Brazilian is back over here, and we know all about the Brazilian players at Milan, but didn't live up to that expectation.
No, not at all. The fact that
Mm,
he's even in this list is
mm,
surprising to me because his time at
yeah,
Milan was just not good. But to be fair, I also don't think he was playing in the right environment in terms of, the role that
mm,
he was playing on the field. प्लेयर का आधा तो यही होता है ना. आप अंद्रेया पिर्लो की हमने पहले जो कहानी करी थी. इंटर मिलान के लिए वो खेलता था एज एन अटैकिंग मिडफील्डर behind the
yeah,
striker. Milan के लिए he played like right next to the center back. So he kitna significant difference in his responsibility, but that turned him
mm,
into a star, superstar. So same thing with Lucas Paqueta is like he played the right role with Leon के साथ है ना अभी? Yeah,
yeah.
and he's been playing amazing. So, but yeah,
And
you
also he
go
has
ahead.
had good times for Brazil. Brazil में वो constantly खेलता रहता है. मतलब ये जो time चल रहा है ना लुकास पाक्वेटा का ये season और इससे पहला वाला, so that has made him come into the Brazil lineup, man. He is a constant player in that lineup. Casemiro, Fabinho, whatever, doesn't matter. Paqueta plays over there. काफी tenacious है, काफी ज़्यादा, likes to run
Good
with the
player.
ball. हाँ,
Yeah,
he's
he's
good.
a
He's
very good
become,
player.
कह सकते हैं right now he's playing his best football. So probably that's why he's over here in this list. But I won't put him in this list. I don't think that Vinicius is a good dribbler. He has got pace. मेरे दिमाग में when I look at dribbles ना, I do not link it with pace. Pace अलग है, dribble अलग है. ठीक है. If Mbappe runs, he's good at dribbling. He uses his uh, pace very much. तो अगर आप पास pace है तो आप भाई किसी को भी dribble करके निकाल लो
Milan
जाओगे.
on the counter. Theo Hernandez on the left. Theo. It's 3-on-5 now. Oh, bad pass, Theo. He tried to go for the goal almost.
बहुत, oh man.
But you're right. Dribbling will be a little bit more about one-on-one. How do you take on the man? Pace will
Yeah.
be about pace. Like Theo
Mm.
Hernandez has both. He
You know
has
what I
pace
call
and
dribbling? I call dribbling. Eden Hazard is a dribbler. Messi is a dribbler. That is dribbling to me. Pure, generic dribbling. When you see these guys play, Wasim Ben Yedder, all of these
जब भी बॉल ऐसे लगे ना कि पैर के साथ कोई
चिपके
स्ट्रिंग
हुए
से
है ना,
चिपकी हुई
जैसे,
है
हाँ,
या
ये लाइक
छोटे से स्ट्रिंग के साथ पैर से चिपकी हुई है तब पता
Bernardo
लगता है कि
Silva.
ड्रिबलिंग क्या होती है या
Exactly. That's dribbling
एग्जैक्टली
for
बनाना
me.
सिल्वा
But
या
these days it has been basically confused with pace. A player can knock the ball.
या
Alfonso Davies doesn't dribble, man. He runs with the ball.
he runs with the ball exactly
Ask him to have the control in the box in a phone booth. Can he do that?
yeah but
Like
Alfonso Davies it looks like right now he is rated as the best left back in the world
one
which
of the, he got a very
is
good pump
interesting
up
to me
when they defeated 8-2 to Barcelona. उसके बाद से
yeah
उसके
Florenzi take a shot Florenzi oh थोड़ा सा और उस पे zip होना चाहिए था See, Florenzi की ये बात है यूरो कप विनर है so you have someone in Milan side who is a lot of experience in Serie A, played for Roma for multiple years, played for PSG last season. So he's an experienced player who can be pretty helpful to Milan. So अभी जैसे दाविद कलावरिया की इतना मिस नहीं हो रहा even though he's an integral
he's
part of the
in
team.
integral part है.
But that's pretty much the job. मैं अपने videos में like I usually give my 4 takeaways and I give like green boxes for good players, red boxes for bad players. Then I
Okay.
do shout outs and call outs. So if I shout out a good player, I call out a bad player. So पिछले video में I think Florenzi I had called out कि if when you're called upon as a sub when Calabria cannot play, he has to do better. And today he's
Hmm.
doing that. कि ये हो कि अगर तुम्हारे मेन राइट बैक को इंजरी या कोई प्रॉब्लम हो तो तुम जब रोल फिल करो you shouldn't
Yeah.
feel that right back missing. It should
Exactly.
almost feel like the team is flowing seamlessly. And if I look at your
Hmm.
screen right now, it looks like there's only two players that have 7.5 rating. Rafael
Yeah.
Leao and Florenzi, which is exactly what we need from him.
Hmm.
कि बस दाविद कलाब्रिया की याद
Yes.
ना आए मैच
Being the
खेलते हुए.
difference. Yeah. Exactly. Salis Maker has got 7.1 rating, man. He has got 44 touches. He has got two key passes and 2-on-2 dribble attempts. He has lost the ball 16 times, man. This is not good. I mean, 64 minute ही हुए हैं, but he has lost the ball 16 times. That's huge.
अलेक्सिस
Substitution
की वो
इधर.
प्रॉब्लम है जो अलेक्सिस की हमेशा से प्रॉब्लम रहती है.
Yeah.
And that I'm talking about Salamakers, not Sanchez, because Sanchez is coming
Okay.
on now.
Okay.
But
Mhm.
Alexis की प्रॉब्लम Salamakers की ये रहती है कि he's just not a good finisher. चाहे
Mm.
कितना भी Milan fans wait करें, we're just waiting for him to finish, score some goals. Even the one that
Mm.
you mentioned कि पूरी right side free थी. अगर
Exactly.
वहाँ पे aim करता तो he might have even scored. And that's the decision making that consistently Alexis has lacked.
Yeah.
So that's why Milan has been playing Junior Messias on the right
Yeah.
instead of Salamakers.
And
So
my
and Messias
Messias
has been
की
scoring goals.
Messias की story तो man next level की रही हुई है. And there
Yeah.
have been a few changes. I think Alexis Sanchez is coming on and Arturo Vidal is also on for Nico Barella, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Barella has gone and Lautaro Martinez has gone. Wow. यही
Yeah,
हो
I
रहा है
think
लुटारो का फॉर्म बहुत पुअर चल रहा है अभी वैसे
yeah, उसका
काफी
चल किसको who's he replaced by? Martinez came off, but who came on for him?
Alexis Sanchez
Oh, Alexis
this is
Sanchez
the
came on, of
substitution
course.
यही हो रहा है that is what Inzaghi is doing.
Right, right. So
Hmm.
that's the thing, as Martinez has been struggling in that role, but I think Inzaghi also has one eye on the weekend. उसको पता है कि मिलान और नापोली का मैच है, कोई ना कोई टीम पॉइंट्स ड्रॉप करेगी,
Hmm.
और अगर ये इंटर ठीक से खेला तो they can
खींच लेंगे.
take advantage of that. So he knows कि Laturoko, he wants to keep him fresh for the weekend match.
But even if that wasn't the reason, this has been happening with Inter because पिछले मैंने जितने games देखे हैं more or less Lautaro is coming off. यही same mark होता है 65 मिनट का mark होता है इस point पे ना उसको substitute कर देते हैं. This has
मैंने
been
बोला
going
था,
on in a
मैंने
lot
आई
of
थिंक
games.
प्रिडिक्ट करा था ना हाफ टाइम पे 65th मिनट में सब्स्टिट्यूशन
Yeah,
होगी ब्राहिम दियाज
yeah,
की. सो बस
yeah.
66
Okay,
मिनट में
Liao could have
क्रोनिच.
done better, but इसका सही लगा मुझे game.
या गुड, ही
Yeah.
परफॉर्med वेल.
Rebic is coming on, साथ ही साथ Brahim Diaz और तीसरा कौन आ रहा है?
Ante Rebic, Brahim Diaz and Junior Messias.
ठीक है, cool, सही है, we got that right. Hmm. Where to watch, guys? You can watch this game on Total Sportec, VIPstand.se और epicsports.me. ये 3-4 वेबसाइट्स हैं जहाँ पे आप देख सकते हो. इनको याद कर लो, घोल के पी जाओ, नोट कर लो कहीं. इन पे सारे मैचेस आ जाते हैं. So you guys don't have a problem with that. अरे नहीं यार, मैराडोना, ऑब्वियसली मैराडोना, सेंट मैक्सिमिन, नेमार. हाँ मतलब अब आई एम नेमिंग अ फ्यू तो आई विल फॉरगेट अ फ्यू ऑब्वियसली. I cannot name everyone. Yeah. एंचेलोटी 80 पे सब्स करता है हजार्ड को 90 प्लस मिनट पे. ये सीन. दैट्स द रीजन व्हाई द पीपल वर वांटिंग टू नो अबाउट कार्लो एंचेलोटी एट एसी
आई
मिलान
डिडंट
व्हाट
नो
वर
कि
द.
उसकी उसके भी स्ट्रगल चल रही है वहाँ पे. मुझे पता नहीं था आंचेलोटी की कि उसकी सब्स्टिट्यूशंस ठीक से नहीं हो रही. बट ऑनेस्टली अगर काफी लोग देख रहे हैं तो फिर होएगा उसमें कुछ बात. ओ ये क्या हो गया, जिरू और आई थिंक इंजागी की कोलिशन हो गई.
हाँ. ओ बॉय, दैट इज अ बैड वन यार. गेम
ओ
थोड़ा फास्ट पेस. जीरो इज डाउन एंड जागी. ओ भाई साहब. Giroud was going to clear it and he just fell on the knees of Inzaghi. Yeah.
I mean, people also have to remember who Inzaghi is. He's brother of a Milan legend.
Yeah.
Filippo Inzaghi's brother.
In Italy national team has only three world class players: Verratti, Chiesa, and Donna. नहीं नहीं, अरे come on man, how could you say that? कैसे भूल गए तुम मतलब?
Oh,
Yeah,
nice touch.
losing out
Corner
on
kick.
Chiellini Bonucci, man.
Up to वैसे Bonucci is a big for Milan fans. We consider him a snake. Like there are a
Mm,
few snakes that Milan has had:
mm,
Bonucci, Çalhanoğlu,
mm,
to some degree Donnarumma as well,
mm.
but definitely Bonucci. I mean,
Yeah.
considering the fact that he was Inter are
मतलब बड़ा
looking dangerous
अजीब
right
था.
now.
He came here for like a season and then he left again. तो पता नहीं what was the reason behind that change. मुझे अब
He
समझ
was
में नहीं
having
आया.
serious disagreements with the
हाँ.
Juventus management, and then he was also, I think his son has cancer.
Wow.
So his
Okay.
young son. So his son's treatments were happening in Milan.
Hmm.
So they would always have to go from Turin. Turin is where Juventus
Hmm.
is, and they would have to go to
Hmm.
Milan for the treatment. So then they just, as a family, decided that for that they'll just make a move to Milan. And उस time
Hmm.
पे Leonardo took over, and there was a little bit of money available. Not Leonardo, sorry. That's when the Mirabelli, the Chinese ownership group, took over.
Hmm.
So then they just splashed 40 million on him, just spent
Hmm.
money on him, and we thought it was a good move because he was a leader.
Hmm.
Immediately became the captain. Romagnoli say he took
Yeah.
the captain's
Yeah.
armband, became the captain.
Ah.
But then that next season, Juventus signed Ronaldo, and when
Ah.
they signed Ronaldo, उसने कहा कि यार मुझे वापस जाना है. So
Oh
then
bhai.
Leonardo and these guys came back. Maldini,
Hmm.
Leonardo, that's when they came back. So they said, okay, we'll make a move for you to go back. And then
Yeah.
Milan brought back Gonzalo Higuain
Hmm.
and the center back who still plays for Milan, but doesn't play very well. Two players they brought back for Bonucci.
Yeah.
Çalhanoğlu, another corner kick, 70 minutes, 0-0. Inter are attacking now.
Inter attacking.
Definitely. They're
उन्होंने थोड़े
more.
से अपने legs change किए हैं. I do not see the point of replacing Nico Barella, but कुछ ऐसा
I
खास
think
impact नहीं पड़ा था.
every move you have to every move that Inter makes, you have to see it from the perspective of the weekend and Serie A.
Seriously.
Because ये तो वैसे भी two-legged match है. So अगर तुम आज
Hmm.
1-0 भी हार गए, you still have enough
Hmm.
opportunity. But
Yeah.
the Serie A season is, this is a big game. Ante Rebic on attack. Rebic, Brahim Diaz. Come on, guys. That should have been a goal. Or not a goal, but something. कुछ तो करो.
अच्छा Vidal gave away that ball cheaply, right? हाँ. Good counter. See, these are the chances that you have to take advantage of. I mean, like, oh man, that's poor. Kalulu की run थी up top in the box, man.
नहीं, Ante Rebic.
नहीं, Rebic on the left, but from the right hand flank,
Oh, it was
Kalulu also
Kalulu?
made that run. Yeah, he was spotting an extra number. If Rebic would have seen Kalulu in an open space, probably could have gone for a pass, but missed chance anyways.
Yeah, that's a foul, man. What are you talking about? Nice work. See, Kalulu, again, same thing that I was mentioning about Florenzi. Is since
Mhm.
Romagnoli is gone and Kalulu's come in, we're not really missing Romagnoli.
Yeah,
Looks fine. The defense line is holding up. That's the value
yeah,
of these players.
he's got pace as well, man.
He's
He's
very good.
solid.
Very good player. Surprisingly good.
Stefano Pioli was talking about this guy and he was appreciating the two young players that they've got. And he's talking कि कैसे Kalulu stepped in and made a
And I said,
difference. And look at him.
oof, that's a foul, man. Come on.
Leicester have scored another goal. All right.
Brahim Diaz. Messi,
Uh,
yes. Brahim Diaz. Cross the ball in. Florenzi. That should be a cross. Let's go.
oh,
Nice touch.
Benacer,
Kessie. Kessie.
it's very difficult to dispossess Benacer. He's got a low
Yeah,
center of
yeah, yeah.
gravity. Everything.
Very. Benacer and
Mm,
Brahim Diaz and Kessie, all three are,
yeah,
they're good one-on-one dribblers.
good control and everything.
Nice touch, Giroud. Oh, come
Uh,
on, man. Trying to be too cute.
Instantly, you can see that Brahim Diaz is on the pitch and thoda sa progression and passing has improved, you know?
No question. In the
Mm,
middle of the park, there's a difference.
yeah.
Krunic or Brahim Diaz ki completely different profile as
बहुत
players.
हाँ.
ब्रायम डियाज का रोल ही सेंट्रल अटैकिंग मिडफील्डर है. क्रूनिच इज मोर लाइक अ रोल प्लेयर. वो काफी
Mm,
पोजीशंस खेल सकता है. He can play as a central. He's actually a
mm.
central midfielder in a 4-3-3.
Midfielder. Yeah, yeah.
That's his responsibility. He plays in a
Krunic also has
4-3-3.
played in double pivot along with Frank Casey, Benasser as well. पिछले मैंने कुछ
Correct.
matches के lineup check किए थे, तो he was there in the middle of the park and I was like, what the hell? Then I
Correct.
found
Yeah,
out कि
yeah.
यार
He plays that
some
role too.
कोई injured था इसलिए he was playing there. So he's
So
capable to play in
Krunic,
a lot of positions.
when he used to play at Empoli, that's where they brought him
Mm,
from. They brought
mm,
Benacer and Krunic both from Empoli. And they
yeah.
both used to play like a central midfield role in a 4-3-3. They would be in the
Mm,
middle line. Milan plays a 4-2-3-1, so there's a double
mm,
pivot midfield. So Krunic fits in that. Sometimes he's playing as a left wing, sometimes he's playing behind the striker, but he's more like a role player at Milan. Or and Pioli said कि मैं इसको नहीं जाने दूंगा, मैं इसको नहीं
mm.
बेचूंगा, because he understands कि Krunic has an important role to play, but only as a role player. Play
Yeah,
30 minutes, 20 minutes.
yeah, that's it.
Messias,
I
nice
think they're
pass.
looking to
Let's
they're
go.
looking to build a team around the young players. Brahim Diaz and even Daniel Maldini is also a creator up top.
Yeah, Maldini scored his first goal in Serie A
Yeah,
this season, so that
and
was
then
pretty
Maldini
exciting.
was watching from the stands, and
Yeah.
we love the reaction of Maldini. Oh man, that was a chance looking from behind, but Theo cannot target. Look at that. Dumfries is still marking Theo. ये जो battle थी ना
Mm.
इन दोनों की, look at that, still going on. Dumfries actually clears it for a corner kick, or that's a goal kick. Okay, cool.
Brahim Diaz और Alexis Sanchez काफी similar size के हैं दोनों. That's
Kush
interesting because
bhai,
they have similar roles.
what
Yes.
what about Maldini and Baresi combo in defense?
Oh, that used to be. Oh, big hole on the left. Oh, Kalulu, nice defense. I don't know if it was defense or what, but बच गए. Inter are looking good right now.
Yeah.
Çalhanoğlu attacking from the left of Perisic. Perisic dink कर दिया Florenzi को pass in. Theo Hernandez. Oh, big clearance.
Oof, that was a big chance, bhai.
Run, run.
15 minutes more to go, and both the teams are looking at can they pull a goal towards the very end, Oh
Yeah, I
man,
think
good
now
jump. Uh,
they're gonna get really aggressive. What's your timestamp?
uh. मेरा है 75 minute 48 seconds. कितना मैं
Gonna
पीछे
pull
हूँ?
mine back a little bit more. I'm at 75-58 now.
75 58 8 हाँ मतलब वही 2 3 seconds, yeah.
Okay, that's
All
good
right,
then.
yeah.
So yeah, Baresi, Maldini, big time players, big time
Mm,
defensive line.
mm.
I actually had a chance to meet both of them. Brahim
Wow,
Diaz, 3-on-3 Milan. Brahim Diaz, Ante Rebic, back to
big
Diaz. Ante,
space,
take a shot.
man.
Someone, Giroud, take a
Bad
shot.
cut back.
Messias. Oh,
Uh,
come on, boys. Pura diffuse ही हो गया सारा attack.
uh, back आ गए हैं पूरे defenders.
Messias. Nice
Still open
touch.
though.
Oh, come on, boys.
Oh,
See that
बहुत.
that's
Oh,
called an opportunity.
big one, big one. जब उन्होंने break किया था ना, वो cut back proper अगर आ गया होता, to Brahim Diaz would have been a good
Yeah,
opening.
would have been a goal.
I don't know what they were thinking. थोड़ा सा up top एक connection lack कर रहा है, बस ऐसा feel हो रहा है मुझे.
Yeah, but इनका
Thinking
connection
too
ही काफी
much.
देर से lag कर रहा है.
Hmm.
पिछले
That
3
was a very
मैच से
good
lag हो रहा है.
interception by Kalulu.
Yeah,
वहाँ पे
Kalulu.
वो
Oh, lovely touch, Dumfries. Lovely
man,
tackle, Fikayo
that's
Tomori. Excellent
बहुत
tackle.
perfect. नहीं Fikayo Tomori, I mean, Chelsea didn't wanted him, और Milan ने बहुत सही काम
Gift.
किया, to get him on loan and gift seriously. And probably after that, after his wonderful performance, he gets into the England squad. Just perfect
Gift
for
from,
him.
but that's the thing, right? When you have someone like Theo Hernandez, ये किसने ढूंढा Theo
Mm.
Hernandez? Best left back ever ने Paolo Maldini. Fikayo Tomori को किसने ढूंढा? One of the best center backs ever in Paolo Maldini. So he has an eye for this. That's why this is not
Exactly.
coincidental कि ओ Theo कितना अच्छा खेल रहा है. No, he knows कि तो वो क्या characteristics ढूंढ रहा है. उसके बाद
Mm.
obviously the player has to also perform.
Because
So
Milan cannot take a risk of having a player testing him now out and then फिर कहना कि नहीं यार ये सही नहीं है इसको हटाओ. मतलब they bet everything on the
yeah,
player that they are
exactly.
signing. They cannot
Correct.
make it wrong.
Yeah, we can't have a 40 $50 million
Yeah.
million euro signing and then say, okay, sorry,
Yeah.
ye chalo बेच दो इसको 20 पे. They
Yeah.
can't afford to take that 30 million loss.
Imagine Barca spending 160 million on Coutinho and then saying, yeah, okay, nahi, let him go
Exactly,
for
right? These things we
free.
can't, we don't have that option to do that. On
Yeah,
attack,
good movement.
nice work. That was good
Good.
defense. Very good defense on
Ah,
Rebic.
स्क्रीनिंग आ रहे हैं ना
अब जो इनका आ रहा है ना प्लेयर इंटर का कोरिया,
जोकिम कोरिया
big problem for Milan.
या आई नो
Big problem for because this guy loves scoring against Milan for some reason,
वाओ
and he's done it multiple times. Very one of my favorite players from Lazio's team,
या
but अब वो इंटर के लिए खेलता है. पर एक टाइम था जब ये लात्सियो के लिए खेलता था और बहुत अच्छा खेलता था सिमोने इंजागी के अंडर. So that's why he brought him in. When he moved from Lazio, he brought Correa with him.
या
So
Zeko is gonna come off and Correa. Yeah, I've seen Correa play. उस point of time पे Lazio के लिए भी and then फिर I've seen him play for Argentina plenty of times. And वहाँ पे it looks like he's missing something. But then I realized कि वो game style में difference होने की वजह से है. But then he's a clinical striker. काफी young भी है तो good striker for Inter.
yeah, high quality player.
Correa is a cheat code in Serie A from the last few seasons. Suraj bhai, yeah.
Yeah, Suraj.
Um, कुछ भाई एलेग्री के बारे में क्या कहोगे since he coached Milan also the squad Juve has and style he plays I hate to watch it score one and sit back and defend like hell.
Um,
What was
yeah, I mean,
Milan's Allegri's Milan like?
Allegri's Milan was like the last good, not last good Milan. Ab to kafi improve ho gaye, but the last time that Milan won the Serie A title, they had Ibrahimovic, Thiago Silva, Alessandro Nesta, Pirlo. Everyone was still at Milan. That's when they won the championship last. So that Allegri was spoiled for choice. He had the right squad. Um, I was very against the firing of Allegri when Milan fired him. और तब से मिलान की कोचिंग डिपार्टमेंट इंस्टेबिलिटी थी. पूरा 8 साल मैंने आर्टिकल भी लिखा था एक वेबसाइट के लिए कि
Yeah.
Allegri की firing is a complete nonsense decision. कोई logic नहीं. I think people will have to be a little bit more patient with him with his time at Juventus. He's just come back. There are big changes at Juve. Their backline of Bonucci, Chiellini,
Yeah.
all these guys, they're older now. So I think it's gonna take some time for Juventus to start the rebuild. I do think he's a little bit थोड़ा सा उसका मेरे को नेगेटिव लगता है फुटबॉल.
Yeah, थोड़ा सा है.
थोड़ा वो सिट बैक करता है वो. Yeah, I've noticed that too. And with Milan too, he was like that. It wasn't like sparkling football, and that's why Berlusconi fired him because he was like, I need like flowing, sparkling, moves and
Yeah.
good cohesive units moving towards the goal. But Allegri का काफी pointless passing लगती थी back end में मुझे.
Yeah.
Um,
बहुत ज्यादा
but
बैक पासेस बहुत ज्यादा साइड पासेस चलते हैं मैक्स एलेग्री के फॉरवर्ड पासेस रिस्क
exactly,
नहीं लेना होता है बहुत ज्यादा उन लोग कंपोज्ड कहते हैं या फिर डिफेंसिव कह दो कंजर्वेटिव कह दो वैसा खेलते हैं एंड दैट्स व्हाट
purposeful movement नहीं होती.
पर्पसफुल मूवमेंट नहीं है एंड
It's
एक्चुअली
like
वो
seems
प्लेयर्स
like
भी
third
लैक कर रहे
parties.
हैं when Dybala is not there with them so they don't look like a side like कुछ कर पाएगी वो they just like to okay चलो हमारे पास we have to use this Quadra तो रहेगा तो फिर they'll try to cross वो तो अभी उनके पास फिर they've got Dusan Vlahovic that they got a very lethal striker
Everyone
वरना
thought he
फिर
was going to come to Milan. I mean, a
oh
lot of people thought he was going to come to because he idolizes Ibrahimovic. So
yeah
he had
oh
openly
man
said that he would love to play at Milan with Ibrahimovic.
भाई साहब
और उसने भी अपने क्लब को काफी स्क्रू ओवर करके ही निकला फ्योरेंटीना से. So that part
yeah
was
exactly
disappointing. But yeah, I mean, Juventus is Juventus. They have maybe not as much money right now, but in general, they are a good ownership group, I would say. But they're a legendary club. उनका stadium सबसे अच्छा है पूरी इटली में. So they're gonna make money once COVID ends.
But
And
नहीं पता है they've done some great signings. Look at them signing Locatelli. उसको लोन पे लिया
yes, yes.
and then 2 साल के बाद से they'll pay him 35 million euros.
But the thing with the issue that people are having with Locatelli as well as another former Milan player, he's a Milan youth player.
Yeah,
He came from
yeah.
Milan's youth system, played really well for a couple seasons for us. The problem with Locatelli is that he's not really performing what they were wanting from him. So there is already murmurs amongst like Juventus fans that who's the replacement for Locatelli because we
Yeah.
can't build a future around him.
But I
So
think with
Juventus,
Zakaria in the team, से Locatelli को और ज़्यादा freedom मिलेगा because Zakaria will provide that defensive cover and cushion because Locatelli, what extra can Locatelli provide? Locatelli can provide extra with the goals. जैसे कि हमने इटली में उसको देखा है खेलते हुए. He's that guy who can drive the ball, can
I think
shoot,
Italy
try
के
to score
system he
goals.
actually plays a little bit better than Juventus के
Yeah,
system है.
yeah, definitely he does
So
that because उधर वहाँ पे variety होता है आपको cover करने के लिए and इधर यहाँ पे he's the guy deep lying playmaker.
exactly,
But
he's the
with
main
yeah,
player.
that's what I thought कि Zakaria के आने की वजह से he'll get much more freedom and we'll have to see कि how it goes. But Zakaria wasn't the guy that Juventus needed, to be very honest. I think they need someone like a quick creator उनको चाहिए. Probably they need Lucas Paqueta more than PSG. Let's see.
I mean, they lost Ronaldo, right? So they lost a lot
Yeah.
of creativity in him. So
Yeah.
Cuadrado is not a Ronaldo replacement, even though he's a
Oh,
very good
never.
player. But
Oh, never.
he's you need. But I think Vlahovic will be able to
Yeah.
step in and at least fill in the striker role
And he
up
has,
front.
man. The first
Yeah,
touch of that guy is a goal in the Champions League.
yeah,
So,
exactly.
oof.
And Edin Zeko, they were hoping to actually land Zeko with all the experience,
Mm,
but he, I guess, decided, or I don't know what happened with the negotiation. He decided to come to Inter,
mm,
but Juventus really wanted him. They wanted that center forward role to be filled in.
mm.
Getting interesting now.
Chiesa,
5 minutes to go. Nil
Chiesa is a
nil.
very big miss.
Chiesa is a yeah.
Yeah,
Chiesa is that's the thing, right? Inter is not. Sorry, Juventus is not full strength either. With
no,
Dybala and with Chiesa, they are a
different
very
side. No?
different team.
Mm,
Yeah, Dybala is one of my favorite players.
exactly.
I've always said that he's the next. Not I don't think people feel that way anymore. He's not the next Messi, but he's the closest thing Argentina can find to Messi.
Yeah, yeah,
Very similar characteristics.
yeah. So that's the reason why plenty of Barca fans were asking me if Dybala should be at Barcelona, and I was like, "Bhai,
And
he
he would
can
fit
be,
right in.
but yeah, he would fit. He would be good. But then, since we are wanting Messi to be back again at Barca next 2 years, so that will create a problem. You cannot have. That's the reason why when you see Argentina play, though I've not seen Dybala and Messi play together a lot of times. So
Right, yeah. Very similar
mm,
characteristics. किसी को तो compromise करना पड़ेगा and it has to be Dybala,
yeah,
obviously.
5 more minutes, man.
5 more minutes,
It's
0-0, Milan on attack. But
it wouldn't be a good result like 0-0 because when is the next fixture? Next game कब है कितने दिन बाद?
next game
फिर
is in
यार
April. 1 महीने से भी ऊपर.
ओ भाई
But seems like a long break to me.
हाँ बहुत लंबा ब्रेक हो गया भाई साहब.
Calabria. Take a shot, Theo. कोई भी नहीं है भाई. Theo is
20th
left-footed,
April
otherwise
man.
you've taken a shot.
बहुत लॉन्ग टाइम है अभी तो. Hmm.
86 minutes.
Uh,
Same problem for both sides.
yeah.
For both Inter and for Milan, same issue. Just not clinical enough in front of goal.
Yeah.
Both sides had enough chances. Could have been a 1-1 or 2-2 kind of game.
Hmm.
But किसी ने अपने chances लिए ही नहीं.
Yeah, look at that chance. Tom
Oh, look
Freeze.
at
Oh
that.
man, good defending
If
Theo.
you watch that race, Theo Hernandez won that race.
Pace, man. Seriously, I was just gonna talk about that pace from Theo Hernandez where he just burst past
He's
Tom
insane.
Freeze.
He's insane. He's insane. Abhi Milan has to step up a little bit in the Champions League when the
Yeah.
world the lights are on them. That's what they have to step in. But when they step in there, and
Mm,
the world sees what Theo Hernandez is like, it's going to be
yeah.
insanity. Theo
Exactly.
Hernandez was given an offer. Milan was given an offer of 70 million for Theo Hernandez,
Wow.
and Milan themselves signed him for I think what 5 or 7
40.
or something. No, did
40
they?
million euros offer.
नहीं 70 million की offer आई थी PSG side में.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
But I
PSG
think
were interested.
Milan themselves only signed him for like maybe
Very
somewhere
less.
I think less than
Mm.
15 million for sure.
Wow. Okay. Mm.
So yeah, so that tells you कि उसकी कहाँ तक value चली गई.
Yeah,
Now
exactly.
Darmian is coming on.
0-0 चल रहा है score. Suresh is asking score. Okay, 0-0 still. And 87th minute हो चुके हैं. Substitution में Damian is coming for Dumfries and Gusens is coming for Perisic. Man, they've got a very great player in Gusens. Absolutely fits in that back three system.
Yeah.
Mm.
He was a
just
good
get
player at Atalanta as well. So
seriously.
good pickup for Inter. Darmian is also coming on. Darmian used to be Milan. He came from the AC Milan Youth Academy.
Mm.
Played with Maldini, I think. Oh no, he played in the 2010-11 season. Last time Milan won
Mm.
the Serie A title, he was in that squad, I think, for a couple of games. But now he loves Inter. So Manchester
He's
United, maybe
there.
इसके पता नहीं कैसी performances थी. I don't
नहीं थी,
remember, but
नहीं थी, अच्छी नहीं थी. Damian wasn't
yeah,
the preferred player over
choice.
there.
Yeah,
Uh,
Ante Rebic on Hakan Çalhanoğlu. Nice work, Rebic. Nice cross. No one on the left. That's the problem, right? अब अगर रेबिच
deep
जी पूरे
ball.
राइट फ्लैंक पे जाके खेल रहे हैं तो लेफ्ट में तो होल होएगा ही क्योंकि वो तो उसकी ओरिजिनल पोजीशन है.
Exactly.
That's the thing about Pep Guardiola that everyone talks about. He's so big on अपनी position hold करके रखो.
Exactly. Every time the player moves into a position, उसके जगह पे कोई ना कोई होता है cover करने के लिए.
Exactly.
And that's what benefits them. अभी भी
Big
वो
time.
खेल रहे हैं. They are winning it 2-0. अपना गेम Mahrez scored one goal and एक दूसरा भी कोई मार चुका है. गोल 2-0 हो चुका है. अरे भाई
Let's
अब
see.
क्या? भाई क्या मैच देखोगे आदर्श भाई? 90 मिनट्स हो गए. अब आपको मैच देखना है.
Brian.
कोई नहीं, नेक्स्ट टाइम भाई. Good to have you here, bro.
Theo. Brian Diaz. Can Milan get a win
Exactly.
now?
Okay. But it
Calabria.
looks like
Oh, if only
a
Calabria could have
chance.
gotten up.
Oh. Man, seeing Calabria in those positions, it is wow.
It's actually really nice to see because for the longest time हमारे पास
Yeah.
कोई राइट बैक ही नहीं था. कोई था ही नहीं. इग्नाची अबाते था बस एक. और वो भी
Bate, yeah.
ठीक ठीक था.
Bate scored a stunning goal, man. When was it in the Champions League or some place? He scored a great overhead goal.
नहीं अबाते नहीं. मैक्सेस था वो I think.
Maxis
Champions
था,
League में.
हाँ, Champions League में Maxis था, yeah.
Against Anderlecht, he scored a bicycle
हाँ,
kick. Yeah.
basically काफी terrific था. But Bate was also decent enough, yeah.
Yeah, Abate was good. Abate was just जैसे Theo Hernandez said, that's what Abate was for about 4
Yeah.
years.
Oh,
Bullet train, complete bullet train.
yeah.
And his also role, वही बात है ना कि अगर तुम Allegri के under or actually Leonardo के under, Leonardo was also a coach of Milan, जो PSG का
Oh,
बंदा है. He
yeah,
also
yeah.
coached Milan for one season after Ancelotti left. He was the
Mhm.
replacement. So Leonardo was the one who actually turned Abate from a central attacking midfielder to a right back. Like such a big difference in position. From center back, he went into becoming a right back. Central attacking midfielder and an attacking midfielder in general. He turned him into a right back, and that was his position then. उसके बाद वो
Wow.
कभी right back सेट ही नहीं. इटली के लिए भी खेला उस पोजीशन में, मिलान के साथ भी खेला, सेरिया टाइटल भी जीता. तो फैसिनेटिंग कि एक कोच की एक तुम्हारी पोजीशन चेंज में ही तुम्हारा पूरा
इतना
करियर बदल
ज्यादा.
जाता है.
That's what happened with क्या नाम है इसका? Ruud Gullit. He was at AC Milan. He played Feyenoord पे. He was playing as a centre back. Then at
Oh
AC Milan, he
really?
played in. हाँ, yeah, he played as a
Brian,
striker.
nice touch. Yeah, that's a foul.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a legend too. Milan
yeah,
legend.
seriously.
He won the first Champions League with Barcelona, right? 2006?
Uh,
I think he
नहीं,
did. Yeah, he was the coach.
I
Oh
was
no,
he?
it was
नहीं
Frank
नहीं नहीं
Rijkaard.
नहीं नहीं. Rijkaard के टाइम पे we won. उससे पहले भी किया क्या है? But at AC Milan, he won everything. AC Milan, pe, he was a great player.
Yes, I'll. What was Suraj saying? Players
Yeah,
that bleed Milan. Yeah, you know what? I would
lead,
disagree
yeah.
a little bit. Now, before there were not. When Çalhanoğlu, Donnarumma, Kessie, these guys, they don't bleed Milan. But Theo Hernandez does.
Mm,
He does. That's why he extended his contract. उसको कहाँ से offer आई हैं? कितने ज़्यादा पैसे? He was getting a salary of almost 6 million. He's agreed to get a salary much like less than that, but he stayed at Milan because he wants to play with Maldini's leadership. So Theo Hernandez is a player that bleeds Milan. Davide
yeah,
Calabria, he bleeds
Calabria.
Milan.
Yeah.
He's Milan youth product, and he's a leader on the field for Milan.
When you talk about
Yeah,
Zlatan as well, na, you won't say that Zlatan bleeds Milan. Zlatan is Zlatan. He
no,
would do for any club
Zlatan
that he
bleeds
is playing.
Zlatan.
Zlatan, he's there for himself. And that's not wrong
Yeah.
as well because if he's wanting to improve the team,
मतलब इब्राहिमोविच ने तो
he
काफी ओपनली बोला था कि मैंने
हाँ,
अपना टाइम he has been very vocal about his love for
mm,
AC Milan. That's why he
mm,
came back here. That's why he continues to extend
mm,
here because he's like there's only two. I mean, he says I've only played for two historical clubs, and
mm,
those two clubs are Manchester United and AC Milan.
mm,
अब वो
mm.
बार्सिलोना के लिए भी खेला था, पर उसको बार्सिलोना में
Yeah.
अपना टाइम नहीं अच्छा लगा था. So he
Pep
says,
Guardiola
I've
didn't
only,
like him that much.
yeah.
Hmm.
So he says कि I have only played for two historical clubs while he was at Manchester United, not at when he was at AC Milan.
Yeah.
मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड के टाइम पे इसने फील्ड में इंटरव्यू उसको किया था किसी ने, तो
Yeah.
उसने तब बोला था कि aren't you like happy to be playing for such a historic club? He's like, yeah. He's like, I've only played for two historic clubs, Man
Yeah.
U and Milan. So Ibrahimovic bleeds Ibrahimovic. वो तो
Yeah.
उसका पता है. But if there's any team that he's gone back to, he's never gone back to any teams. The only team he's come back to is Milan.
Milan. It hurts more when your academy player performed at other club instead of yours. Yeah. I
हाँ,
know
नंबर
it
वन उसका
hurts.
एग्जाम्पल तो ओबामे आ गया हमारे लिए.
Oh, bhai saab.
What he became at Borussia Dortmund.
Yeah.
Aubameyang
Yeah.
is Milan youth product.
Bhai saab. Yeah. Also, these guys are referring to Theo Hernandez. I know.
Oh, right. Atletico.
Ah,
Oh, come on. Davide.
man.
Oh, Brahim Diaz. Brahim. Oh, come on, Brahim. Zishan, this looks like a nil-nil.
Yeah, it's looked like nil-nil, but we did enjoy the game. I
Not
mean,
bad. Full time. Yes.
yeah, yeah.
0-0.
I think that's done. 0-0. Bhai saab, मतलब expectation नहीं था, but then again, the किसी ने 0-0 predict किया था कि नहीं किया था? I don't know if anybody was over here saying a 0-0 draw for this game, man. Ah,
Yeah. I mean, I think it was a story of both teams being a little bit mentally focused on Serie A, focus on किस
because
पे focus करो,
hmm,
कितना
yeah,
exert करो अपने आप को probably. And at the same time, both clubs were very bad with their finishing. Milan was
yeah,
terrible, and so was Inter. They both had
absolutely.
enough opportunities to score, but they didn't take their chances. If you don't take your chances, it stays 0-0.
Yeah, we can check the rating of the game. You can see these bar graphs यहाँ पे देख सकते हो कि मैच कितना up and down and even था. It wasn't like it dominated by one team. यहाँ पे तुम देख सकते हो. Everyone can see over here that in the second half, AC Milan probably had the better game. They were much more threatening. If you can just check, let me show you this. 6 shots, two on target by AC Milan in the second half. So you can see which was the better team in the second half. And first half, it was mostly even. Second half, Milan went out. They wanted to win this game. And that was it. 13 shots, three on target. Um, इसके अलावा कोई ऐसे क्लियर कट चांसेस हमने नहीं बनाया बट देयर वर ओपनिंग्स एंड वी हैव सीन कि ओपनिंग्स थे बट वी मिस्ड द क्लियर कट ओपनिंग्स ओके
Milan
कुश
won't mind this though
या
because
हाँ
अभी भी away goal का rule तो है मेरे ख्याल से Coppa Italia में.
या है
So that means that, Milan is 0-0. So if Inter score there, Milan scores there, it's worth 2 goals. So I think Milan will be okay with this result. They won't mind it too much. No injury. Well, I
एग्जैक्टली
mean, Alessio Romagnoli got injured. I think that's the only
या
thing that will bother Milan. और इन्होंने कैसी को कैप्टन का आर्मबैंड कैसे पकड़ा दिया मुझे नहीं समझ में आया. पर ठीक है, दे दो.
रोमाग्नोली थे कैप्टन पहले तो बट यू नो व्हाट इवन विद रोमाग्नोली आउट व्हेन कुलुलू केम इन बहुत ज्यादा ऐसे डिफरेंस और बहुत ज्यादा थ्रेटन नहीं लगी एसी मिलान व्हेनेवर दे वर डिफेंडिंग बल्कि इंटर कह सकता हूं मैं कि डिडंट ट्राई दैट मच weren't मतलब they were attacking but ऐसा लग नहीं रहा था कि बहुत ज्यादा comfortable हैं there were patches जहाँ पे they were attacking and it looked a bit disconnected up top
I think the
Lautaro
interesting
again
thing is
man
that the interesting thing is that Inter played their best 11 pretty much.
yeah
And Milan
exactly
did not. Milan had three major changes. They had a veteran in Florenzi, Krunic, जो कभी भी नहीं खेलता वो position as like from the start, and
yeah
then Kalulu also came on pretty early. Romagnoli got injured, and then they had
Mhm.
Francesi instead of Sandro Tonali. So they had pretty much four different, four changes, major changes in their team, and they were, I would think, the better team. They should have
yeah
done better in their finishing for sure, but they definitely look better than Inter. So
if they
it's
would have
interesting.
defeated Inter Milan with this team Inter would have to do some serious thinking right
For sure. But it's actually almost, it goes with the flow right now. The fact that, Inter have had two draws, Milan has had two draws. They've both dropped points in the league.
Mhm.
And even today they've had a draw. So it actually goes very consistently with what the routine looks like right now for both teams.
yeah
They're not fully there. And they both
Mm.
showed that they're not fully, at their best right now, which is a great opportunity for Napoli.
wow because when you check their next games एक second I'm over here एक मिनट में screen share करता हूँ we can check the next upcoming games for AC Milan. Napoli के against है game, away है. This would be a crucial game. Then Empoli, Cagliari, Bologna. So and then उसके बाद से they have Inter versus AC Milan. कोपा इटालिया सेमीफाइनल इस मैच का सेकंड लेग जो होगा. देन लासियो, देन फोरेंटीना. तो स्टिल अटलांटा भी है उसके बाद. सो स्टिल टफ गेम्स हैं अभी भी. इट्स नॉट गोना बी अ वॉक इन द पार्क फॉर एसी मिलान. व्हाइल यू लुक एट नापोली ओवर हियर, गोल डिफरेंस की वजह से दे आर जस्ट टॉप ऑफ द टेबल, सेम पॉइंट्स हैं. लुक एट दैट मैन, कितना कम डिफरेंस है यहाँ पे बिटवीन द टॉप थ्री. Inter has a game in hand. If they'll win it, they'll go second,
They'll go
and
first.
Milan would be. Oh yeah, sorry, huh, they'll go first, and Milan and Napoli. Wow, great, pies up. So next game, it's gonna be very very important. Hmm.
Yeah, next game
Wow,
is
wow,
the game. It's being, in amongst Milan circles, it's being called the game of the decade for Milan.
wow.
I don't know if it's
Oh,
that big, but that's what they're calling it. Okay, one the
yeah.
most important game of the decade. Like they can really put themselves in a position to win the Serie A title if they can
If they
beat
win this game
Napoli.
against Napoli, oh,
Yeah,
hi.
because then
So
3 points on Napoli and there's only 10 games left.
how much confident are you कि ये जो second ये जो game होगा उसमें Milan can actually defeat Napoli given the form of Napoli? Given that they were thumped at home by Barcelona, and it's only the second time that they have got defeated at home by 4-0 in a European competition in history.
Keyword Ibrahimovic.
Wow.
If
Is he
Ibrahimovic is
fit?
available,
Available? Okay.
अगर अवेलेबल है,
Hmm.
अभी तो काफ़ी देर से इंजर्ड है, अगर
Uh-huh.
वो अवेलेबल है एंड ही स्टार्ट्स, नॉट कि वो हाफ टाइम पे आएगा, अगर वो स्टार्ट
Hmm.
करेगा तो मिलान का मेंटल कॉन्फिडेंस अलग होएगा और साथ में नापोली का कॉन्फिडेंस अलग होएगा. They will feel a little bit intimidated because no matter what anyone thinks about Ibrahimovic, he has that power. He still has that
Hmm.
pull 100% when you're starting a match. If Ibra is as your center forward or Giroud is your center forward, there's a difference in mentality with the
Yeah.
team, even though
Yeah.
Giroud's been great. So अगर Ibrahimovic available है नापोली के against खेलने में, that's going to give a huge boost.
Hmm.
Otherwise, I will say it's fairly even. Maybe Napoli a little bit ahead because they're in better form.
Hmm.
They're also playing at home. So I think those things will make a difference. They want to win the championship. So those things will make a difference. Agar current teams home, but agar Ibrahimovic खेलेगा, then I think that then Milan has a little bit of an advantage.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I think as well. मतलब well ये Zlatan वाला part पे मैं थोड़ा मतलब I wasn't thinking like that because I still don't know about the availability of Zlatan. I was thinking कि basically जितने players हमारे पास आज हमको देखे हैं, it could be the same lineup with the natural players जो इस role में already खेलते हैं. Calabria coming in. Would rather see Tonali. Tonali, I'll have to check if Tonali is fit or not. I really feel कि Tonali and Benacer वो midfield pairing that is very good. बाकी अब तो अब ब्राहीम हैज टू प्ले. तो
For
फिर भी
sure.
इवन के पॉसिबली हो सकता है. तो
Yeah, current
uh,
current team can also perform well against
yeah,
Napoli. They can
yeah.
for sure.
सूरज भाई कह रहे हैं इब्रा शुड स्टार्ट एंड जीरो शुड कम एज ए सब्स्टिट्यूट. Yeah, ये तो बस है. Giroud's performance is better when he's coming off the bench. Okay, yeah, that depends on Ibra's availability. By if Ibra is fit and fine, he'll definitely start. कोई point बनता नहीं कि Ibra को we keep him out if he's fit. But then again, 0-0 for Inter versus AC Milan in the first game of the Coppa Italia. We had Kush with us from the Milan corner. A huge pleasure to talk to Kush. By बहुत insightful stream थी. I mean, like seriously, we know I have been following AC Milan, but then when you talk to a fan who has watched, काफी आपके टाइम से काफी पहले से देख रखा है, and you got to talk to him about all the things that you wonder, and you don't want to go to Google and Wikipedia to try to understand. You get very good insights. So we are really thankful that Kush over here joined us,
For sure,
and
man. Thank you for
it
having me. I
was really
appreciate it.
pleasure. Yeah, exactly. And guys, do remember to check out the Milan Corner. Link description mein hai, as always. So do drop a like and support this wonderful person. And thank you so much, everyone, for joining in this stream. If you like the stream, do drop a like and also subscribe to our channel as well. Because अगर अभी तक आपने नहीं किया है तो आप गलती कर रहे हो. Thank you so much. Check out both the channels, man. If you like the content, do drop a like and a subscribe. Thank you so much, Kush, for being over here. I think
Thank
this
you. Thank
brings
you.
us to the end of the discussion. We'll be talking to you soon. काफी important games आने वाले हैं, and we'll be keeping in touch. And then फिर we're gonna do this probably the reaction thing more often. Yeah,
Done. Thank you for having me, man. Thank you for everyone for watching, and thank you for all your questions. Appreciate it, big time.
Yeah. All right. So, guys, do take care. Good night, and we'll see you very soon. Yeah. Peace out. Bye bye.
Forza Milan and Jai Hind.